Ladies and gentlemen, we're certainly glad to be here tonight.
Welcome to the Moon Men Podcast.
Don't be afraid.
Little escapade of mine involving a couple of planets which shall be nameless.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, I don't even have to elaborate that.
I'm okay now. What I am okay with, bro, when I'm chill with is straight gay people.
How?
So,
the fuck does that mean?
So over time, right? Like you meet different people, and where I'm at. My bad.
Yeah, just make sure you
And,
talk into it. I know you're gonna look at us, but like,
So
kinda
like,
get-
so like
do
what?
this,
What I mean essentially is like those gay people that don't really put it like those over dramatic gay people.
Oh, they're like super zesty.
Yes, like super zesty with everything they do. But I'm cool with those like gay people that like they're just like you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't even know they were gay. Like, yeah, bro, like let's go get chicks, whatever, yada yada yada. And they're like, oh nah, I like dudes, and you just don't know. You're like, what?
Yeah. Almost all of my friends who have been gay, like the ones that I've been cool with, they're they were all like straight gay, cool guy.
Yeah. I mean,
like
that's
some of them are more zesty. Like my friend Kevin, he's a little zesty, but like he's zesty in like a really tolerable way.
yeah.
He's not like over the top like every single thing he does. Like he's just cool. You know what I mean? Do you know
I got you.
How I'm describing
No.
it?
I think like the LGBTQ, bro, is like that's cool what they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like push your narrative, but don't like. I feel like where you get the problem is like pushing it on like the younger generation that's growing up.
Man,
like,
there's
just
no
let them,
way we're
like,
getting into this so quick.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
wait. Well, I hate that shit too, honestly. I hate the fact that we're living in a generation where like kids have to start questioning their sexuality when it hasn't even developed yet. They're like 6 already trying to identify as being gay when they don't even know what they like. Like they haven't even got a boner yet.
No. My thing is like, how can I put it? Like, if I have my own kids, right, I want them to be able to explore and figure out what they are, right? In the same necessity, I want them to be able to fend off the world that is all around them, right? Like,
Make their own decisions.
But like, if they're gonna be gay, that's fine. They can be gay all they want, but I want them to know that if somebody fucks with them, because somebody will, right? Like, oh, you're gay, yada yada yada. Because the world, I think, is getting more violent, right?
Yeah.
Like in the past few years that I've been gone, Tucson has been getting more and more violent.
Yeah,
than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I want my kids to be, not to say that I'm gonna stay here forever in Tucson. You know what I mean? Like I'll come back, but I want them to be able to be how can I say it? Like I want them to be able to withstand kind of the shit that they'll take if they are gay. Like naturally, I want my kid to be straight and venture off and enjoy his/her life or their life, whatever their pronouns are, whatever. But I want them to be ready for the time when people come up with crucial facts, because your opinion is your opinion all you want, but if it's not backed by facts, what's the point of it?
Mm-hmm.
But some people will get mad at the end. They'll be like, oh, my opinion matters. Yeah, to you, your opinion matters.
Nah, what I hate too is the fact that they're exposing so many kids to it, because it's the simple fact that, like, kind of how I said earlier, they question their sexuality, but more than that, they're learning about it at such a young age when they shouldn't even be part of their lives. Like, kids are going to school and they're starting to get education courses now in some parts of the country, learning about the LGBTQ community.
No. I forget what it was, bro, but there's always constant posts about like drag shows that will go on at shows, and it's like elementary school.
Like elementary schools.
Those are illegal now.
Yeah, but still,
they're making it illegal for minors to go to those type of shows.
It is, but even now that it's illegal, the damage has been done already. That generation of kids has already seen that.
And just like look at
mean?
the celebrities too. Like, what was it? The VMAs, right? They were doing all kinds of performances, and then like people like Sam Smith were getting called out and Lil Nas X for like just going and doing way too much. They're going above and beyond for no fucking reason.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Like, as seeing it from like a religious standpoint, Sam Smith to me is not one of the best musicians.
I don't think he's...
in terms of like performance wise, his music is okay, but his performances are out of pocket.
I don't like his performances or his music.
He's just playing a character.
Yeah, I mean,
because before 10 years ago, he didn't do music like that, or he didn't do performances like that. He's just playing a character.
Yeah.
So people could gravitate and give him more attention.
But no, see, that's dumb because then he's using that community to get clout, which is just it's a shitty thing to do in general. But then he's pushing it to the extreme, knowing that it's gonna upset people.
He's literally just capitalizing off the community, which is making it worse. Because now people are starting to see what the problem is with the LGBTQ is they'll do some shit and then it'll create good. It'll be good for them. But then the people part of their community will do some crazy shit that will fuck their whole... Like, it's like basically they'll take one step forward and their actions make them take like 8 steps back.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like,
that's just how it happens with every community, though.
They got a day for, gay pride or whatever. Cool, yeah. Congratulations. That's an accomplishment. But then at the same time, something just happened with the minor and now all you guys kind of look bad because of it.
Yeah. Like people will commit, and then I don't know. It's just like the LGBTQ, they have like a... Some of them they have it's like a chip on their shoulder, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they have to do this, they have to do that. But
they have to act a certain way and do it.
Like if I was them, bro, like you just be you, bro. Mm-hmm. Like you shouldn't change forever. Like
it's like those guys that
if you're gonna switch from a man to a woman, then just be you. Like I don't know why you need to act like you, why you need to think like you're like.
It's like those guys, that you didn't know they were in the closet. You didn't know they were gay, and then they came out, and then their whole personality changed. Afterwards.
Yes, bro. That's what I mean. Like if you're gonna do that, keep your personality the same. Like if you had a trash personality in the beginning, then keep it in the end. Nah, that's not mine.
I don't think so.
And cars are going off though.
I'm gonna go. All right, and welcome back to the Movement Podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Devin. I'm here with your co-host, Eddie. And today, we are joined by one of my all-time personal, most anticipated guests, Daniel Borquez, a.k.a. Skinny Penis.
You have to...
Nah, I think it goes way more deep. But...
There ain't no way the fucking car alarm...
All fucking day, that shit did not go off. The moment we started recording this fucking bullshit.
Whatever. Wild. We're leaving it in. It's raw.
We're just gonna leave it in.
We're gonna leave it in. I mean, I'm gonna edit it, obviously, but if they can hear some of the background beeps, that's not my fault. Okay.
That shit sounds terrible. That shit sounds like
I can't control what the neighbors.
This motherfucker need to get his car alarm checked. I don't know what he's.
Or the same guy's robbing it twice in a row after it just went off.
Shit, I don't know.
Wait.
That's good.
Let's see if his dumbass robbed it.
Devin, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do you always have make a dick joke whenever you introduce your dick?
Okay. So, I wasn't gonna make a dick joke, right? This motherfucker asked me on the way over here. He's like, how are you gonna introduce me, bro? He's like, you gonna say skinny penis? I was like, you want me to say skinny penis? And he started laughing. I was like, you wanna say that XXX Tentacion shit? I'll say it for you. And he's like, nah, bro, that's wild. And so you know what I did? I came on here and I said skinny penis. Skinny penis.
This man can't speak today. That's what bringing that up, bro. That's kind of wild. That man has been gone since 5 years ago.
I know, right?
He died 5 years ago.
5 years. I thought it was more.
Nah, bro. Because we graduated. The only reason I know this is because X's music kind of. Like, I was depressed in high school. Yeah, I ain't see it, though, because I was, a real motherfucker. But I was depressed for, like...
You're a manly man.
I ain't gonna lie. I was depressed for, like, a week after he died. But he died, like, right when we graduated.
No, yeah. I remember because the night he passed away, you, me, and I think you all went up to Gates Pass, and we were listening to his music while we were in Gates Pass.
You know that when he died, I didn't really feel anything? I was like, oh, wow.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's certain shit. The only reason I felt it was because it's like, damn, like, he's not gonna make any more music, and like he's
Yeah.
got
And
he's
here,
got
here we are. He has 4 more albums out.
yeah.
No,
but that sucks that he got nothing more. But and then
That's what hit me. Like the day it happened, like I didn't break down and cry because I wasn't like a big like I wasn't riding his dick or anything like that, right? I was just a fan.
yeah.
But then like I started thinking about it and I was like, damn, he's not gonna be making any more music. Like I was excited to hear where he was gonna go next.
So check. So I don't know what it was now that we're talking about this, but I always felt like I had bad juju. So hear me.
How the fuck did you
So
get onto this? What
So
the
check.
What do you mean you got bad juju?
So like 2-3 days before X died, I was looking at content of X, like his old videos and stuff like that, like where he was doing hood rat shit, and I was like, damn, bro, it would be nice to meet X, bro. It would be nice to meet him one day. Like he probably a cool dude. Then he dies, right? Fast forward, Nipsey Hussle, he's doing something, right? He's I was watching one of his videos and I was like, damn, it'd be pretty cool to meet Nipsey, like, and this is like 2-3 days before he died.
Damn.
Now hear me out.
Wait. Who the fuck are you about to name? Okay, who are you about to
If
name?
you say Pop Smoke, I'm gonna kick you out of my house.
No, I'm sorry. That's exactly who it was.
It was a Pop Smoke?
Yeah, it was.
Did you think that would Juice?
Yes, bro. With all of them, bro.
All right. I want you to stop listening to Logic for me.
No. So now I don't say nothing like that. I don't say nothing like that.
You just said that about Logic.
No, I didn't.
No,
I
Oh, you
never said
did,
that.
a little, dude. You literally.
Chill.
Oh, sorry, we're
I take
recording
back
this
the
really late at
university.
night, and actually this time, okay, it's not 10 a.m. and we're pretending it's actually like what is it right now?
10
It's
something.
It's
10:30.
It's late.
It's 10:30 p.m.
It's late night podcast time.
So we're trying to be quiet, but we're probably.
I'll keep you both in check.
He literally just said that though. He was just like, if I ever meet Logic, I'm not gonna ask him for a picture because I feel like
I
that'd be
take
weird.
back everything I said.
And then I was like,
did
you know
not-
what?
I don't
always
need-
thought that too. I said if I ever met Logic, I wouldn't ask him for a picture.
I don't.
Now guess what? You just hit me with this shit, and
Nah,
Logic's
look,
gonna be dead
Logic.
in 3
Logic
days.
is fine, bro. Logic is
Knock
cool.
on wood. Knock on wood. Eddie.
Knock on wood.
You can't knock a lot. You know what? You guys know the origin about knocking on wood?
I don't
No.
actually.
No.
It's apparently it summons a demon.
So
Does
what?
it? Does it?
Apparently.
So why are we doing it for good luck?
I don't know.
I feel like that's one of those rules, like one of those things that is like down the
More?
history lines. It just became messed up.
Yeah.
That's weird. Now, do y'all remember like all kinds of demon shit in middle school?
No.
The amount of shit that
Wait, what the fuck are you talking
so
about?
there used to be this thing, right? And
Charlie?
nah, I don't
That's
know.
fake, by the way.
It was one
It
where
is
your
fake.
hand would move away from your hand, and like you'd feel like you'd be getting pulled. I forget
I
what it was
kind of
called.
I
remember
think we
that.
did that in high
I
school.
think we did. Nah, I'm pretty
I
sure
kind
we
of
did
remember
that.
that. I think I know
But
what you're
we was
talking
on
about.
some weird. It was like some weird ish. I feel like all the goth people in high school in
Well,
middle school did
okay. Before we get into any more of this demon shit, because that's kind of interesting me. What is with you and this goth shit? Okay, it's like you always find a way to bring it up. Like when we were in Discord and you kept telling me I was goth for no fucking reason because I listen to some music, right? And then you always fucking mention it. You'll be like, "Nah, bro, she's goth. Don't do it, bro." Like, what is it? What
because
is,
I feel like goth women ruin your life. That's why.
Yeah, and that's the best part about them.
No, it's not. It's not.
Devin,
look,
the viewers are gonna start seeing how toxic you are.
Yes, they are.
That's the
They are
best
exactly. Look,
part about
Devin, look.
them.
Look, Mike. Look, bro.
Shout out all the goth.
You have a
guys.
goth phase every now and then, bro. The only reason some dudes like goth women is because like their aesthetic is good to and appealing to the human eye. Think about it. Blackfire from fucking Teen Titans. Those
No, we've
goth-
been conditioned since birth.
those goth chicks, bro.
What did
From-
you just call her?
What? Blackfire.
Blackfire.
Yes, that was Starfire's sister.
Her name's not Blackfire.
It is
No,
Blackfire.
it's not.
I promise you,
I
it's
don't know her
Blackfire.
name. What's her name?
It's
I swear it's
Blackfire.
something different.
I promise you, it's Blackfire.
Or Storm?
Man, I knew this.
Stormfire, I think it is.
It's not Stormfire. Look it up. I knew it was Blackfire,
But
bro.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
You're asking
Since
somebody
we've-
who knew that. That's
since
my.
we've
That was
been
my.
alive, right?
Yeah.
Because we're all roughly the same age. Since we've been alive, we've been conditioned since birth.
Yeah, we have
To fall for
Gwen.
it,
Gwen.
you
You're
know.
right. You're right.
I'm telling
Gwen,
you, bro, I knew I was
Total
right.
Drama Island. Right?
I love you for that, Eddie.
Really? You guys are having a side conversation over here?
Bro.
You guys always have a side conversation.
Yeah, I know, bro. You're always bullshit. You're always bullshitting.
Shut the fuck up. You got Gwen from Total Drama Island, right?
The
You
triangular titties, respectfully.
I think we're gonna have to end it here. Triangular titties.
You know that her design was crazy. They didn't do her design justice. What they need,
I can't
see,
do this, guys. I can't do this.
see what they need to do.
Too much fucking glare.
See,
that's
yeah,
fine.
that's. See what you know what they should do is reanimate Total Drama Island.
They did.
Did they?
They made them into babies, into toddlers.
No, see, that's not what they
See,
needed
that's
to do.
weird.
They need to reanimate everything. Or you know what they should do? Make an anime about it. That's what they should do.
No.
See,
Yes.
now
What?
you're just getting weird. Now you're getting weird.
What you
They're
mean?
gonna
Bro.
they're gonna make it IRL before they make
Bro,
it
if the
into
Powerpuff
anime.
Girls got an anime, why can't the fucking
They got an anime?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
It's called Powerpuff Girls E. I just found that out like 2 days ago.
Bro, what? Who's
Yes.
watching Powerpuff Girls anime?
I don't know, but it's so what my boy told me, and this dude's like a total like I'm not saying I'm not a weeb, right? I am. But this dude's like further than anything. And apparently there's a Powerpuff Girl anime, and it's based on the actual storyline of everything. It's just animated. It's just animated.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
That's that one.
I was
one
like, I'm
Punch
about
Man
to
treatment.
watch it, bro.
Don,
When I
did
get
you
back to
watch-
the crib, I'm about to watch it.
Did you watch Powerpuff Girls growing up?
Hell yeah, I did.
I
Did
didn't.
you really?
I'll be
No,
honest with you, I
badass.
didn't. I
No,
didn't.
I never did.
I feel like I couldn't get into it even if I did.
It
Because
just-
they
I
were
didn't-
doing every episode they were always doing what's his name wrong, Mojo Jojo or
Yeah,
whatever.
Mojo Jojo.
I feel like they was always beaming on him.
I like
Well,
the
he's the
game.
villain.
That's just weird being on a monkey. That's kind of
He's the
that's
villain.
Yeah, when why'd they make a villain a monkey? Tell me that. That's not weird. 3 white girls being on a monkey. Okay, bro. Like, now we gotta send.
Now I'm gonna have to edit that out. I'm gonna have to edit out the whole sentence, because they'll be able to. They'll know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even by you saying all that, they're gonna be like, oh yeah.
Okay, we're cutting it back in here. I shouldn't have said that. I should have said it in my
Nah.
white voice. That would have been better.
Nah. What's it called, man? What was I gonna talk about?
No, okay, wait.
That's what I was gonna talk
No,
about.
wait, before you switch over, because you get fucking carried away super easily.
I'm sorry.
Did you do any dumb, like, demonic type rituals, like, in middle school? Like, to give you an example, I never did, like, the Charlie thing, but I did try Bloody Mary, like, once, not the
Nah.
official way. I tried this homemade Ouija board, and then I found a Ouija board on, like, online. It was, like, a game. I played that a lot.
See, Eddie. What I'm hearing is Devin cannot go back from whatever he's at. Devin, you are a sinner,
What do you mean?
bro. You were just trying to contact the motherfucker.
Yeah, that was before.
You were
I
steady
believed in
trying to
God,
contact
though.
this motherfucker. Like, hey, bro, let me get your number, bro.
I was curious about it. Like,
Nah, I've never-
The supernatural doesn't make you curious.
I've never. Nah, bro. Because it's like, why do I care about it? If it's not my life, bro, I don't care about it.
But it literally ties into okay.
But
just
even
the simple
with
fact.
even in middle school, bro, I only did like that one thing, moving the hands, and after that I was done. Because it's like,
So you wouldn't
that's
do like
weird.
Bloody Mary right now with us?
nope.
With
no, sir.
us?
Yeah,
The
with
fuck
us.
is wrong with you?
You
I don't
wouldn't
know
do
what
it?
is
What are
this
you
shit.
talking
You
about?
wouldn't
This
do it
us.
No.
Why not?
You could do that shit with, I don't know, and with somebody else maybe.
No, don't say her name. We can't give her more free
Yeah,
clout.
no, we can't give her more free clout, bro.
We mentioned her so many times on this show. Just move.
Who?
And you've been bringing her up like crazy.
Wait, are you guys talking about Anais?
Because, bro,
God damn it.
yes.
Yeah.
Shout
you've
out
been-
Anais.
Shout out her, man.
No, not shout out her. Okay.
Shout out
If
Blonde
you're listening
Shade.
to this, message me. Say hi.
I highly doubt she's gonna hear this. 'Cause
She'll
she's
probably-
I don't know.
not
It's
that-
Borky.
She
So
might, I don't know.
Oh, it is you. She's gonna listen to
It's
this.
Borky.
Curly haired bastard.
Shut the fuck up. Well, why don't you explain it? Why are you mentioning her so much, huh?
And because, bro, like, I just
Don't be like
reconnect-
that's
I
the
just-
homie. Like,
well, no. It's like, oh damn, I'm being too loud. Hold up, nah. So it's like I didn't talk to her for a while, bro. So it's kind of cool being able to actually talk to her and like, you know, see all the shit that she's done. She's kind of cool, bro. Two kids, and she's like working like a motherfucker, busting her ass. I respect that shit.
Oh no, yeah, she's cool as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? And she, you know what I mean? She's
fucking
going
mean.
through all the bullshit.
She's
and all that
mid.
stuff.
I thought never mind. I said she's fucking lame.
Oh damn.
Nah.
Don't message him. He wants to smoke.
He's wilding. Nah, he's
Damn.
wilding. Nah, but that's really it, bro. Like
You never really.
I
experienced-
never, because Because realistically, I lost contact with a lot of people after high school.
That happens. That happens to everybody though.
Yeah, but you know, with Devin, it was a difference. You know, stuff happened.
Okay.
His past is crazy. But with Anais, I lost like at least you. Okay, so at least with you, I had your contact info. Eddie, I didn't even have to worry about because I had his, right? Like all the other friends we got, I have theirs. Anais, I did not.
I didn't have your contact info for a good 2-3 years.
Yeah. But I'm saying
I don't even know how I got your number, Borg.
I don't know how I got your number.
My new number is crazy.
Yeah, your new number is great. I don't know how I got that.
I don't know why those waiters didn't message
you CIA? What's up?
I don't know how I got it.
I think I added you on Insta and then we reconnected like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
But like even then with Anais, I didn't. You know what I mean? I never had nothing. Like I added her, but she never added me, which is wild. That's why I was like, okay, cool. Now she knows this is my.
That's wild.
This is
That's
my contact info.
wild.
I think we gotta fix his mic levels.
Why is it too high?
Dude, it's too fucking high. It's spiky.
Bro,
Look
when
at
he was talking earlier, it wasn't picking up at all.
That's wild. Yeah, bro, that's wild. That's wild. I sound like a tiki hut. Because I'm talking like fistful away, bro. Nah.
Keep talking.
Because I was noticing that was turning red.
Nah, bro, that's loud as hell. Even when I was a rapper, that shit wasn't. Even when I was a rapper, bro, that shit was wild. I always knew that them little fucking spike.
No, that's his.
No, that's mine, bro. Look.
Oh, that is. Yeah, no, you're at a good range.
Got it. Am I?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Perfect.
See, we're not pausing this one, so they're gonna get to see more of the raw background shit.
That's good. That's actually good.
All the coughs and shit. Why are we all coughing?
Because I'm sick.
Because motherfuckers is sick. That's why.
Eddie's sick. I'm not sick.
Eddie's a sick ass fool.
Guys, Eddie's sick as fuck.
Yesterday, I legit thought I was gonna die. Like dead ass.
What'd you go through, bro?
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was COVID. I don't know what it was. But basically, I had a dream last night that I was building myself a pond, like a resting place.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Nah, that's weird. That's wild.
Like
I would have woke up and never went to sleep again.
like it was the last night, and it was like 4 a.m. when I woke up. But when I woke up, before I woke up, I was having the dream where I was building myself a pond so I could rest in it. And I woke up sweating bullets and everything.
Nah, that's wild.
And I got up and I started walking around my house to like cool down, and I couldn't cool down.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy dream. That's actually
so then
wild.
I put that fan in front of me and just stood there for like 10 minutes cooling down. I was finally cooled down, and then I went back to sleep and I picked up where I left off, and I was still building that pond for myself.
That's crazy.
You know, contrary to belief though, that's probably a better dream than falling out of the sky.
Honestly,
you know those dreams where you're like
angels make mistakes too.
Yeah,
bro,
that's wild.
That's wild to me because the last time I was sick, like during November, I think I even talked about it on the show a little bit, but during that sickness, I honestly thought I was gonna die.
Really?
Because at several different points, I couldn't breathe no matter what I did. It felt like I had asthma, right? And it wasn't COVID or anything like that because I was only sick for about 4 days.
Yeah.
And I could still smell and taste and everything. And I kept taking COVID tests and they were coming back negative, so I kept having to go to work, which pissed me off. But I couldn't breathe. Like I'd be laying in bed, I had 104 fever, like not able to move. The room is spinning, and then I would just not be able to breathe.
I think that's normal though.
That's
and then at several points, I was asleep, and I would stop breathing, and then I would wake up and not be able to breathe for like a good minute.
Damn,
that freaked me out.
That's happened to me before.
You forgot to put that Vicks on, bro.
Bro, that's never happened to me before, and I've been sick more than you motherfuckers combined.
So I found out this past like year that I used to have heart palpitations, and that's when like your heart skips a beat. So I asked my mom. I asked my mom. I was like, "So do you think I still have it?" So I'm assuming I still have it. So now, every time that I have like a dream where I'm falling out the sky, I'm like
that's
what?
it. I'm
like that's it.
done.
It's right. Next time it happens, I'm done. You know what I mean? But.
Could you die from that? The heart palpitations?
Yeah, you very easily.
Well, yeah, your heart
could. Yes, bro. anything with a heart problem is like very simple to die from.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why the thing I have to watch out for.
Well, like I know the whole like if you have a heart disease, you're more likely to die. But heart palpitations, I mean,
because your heart's just skipping a beat, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why I have to be very careful with caffeine because, you know what I mean, caffeine like boosts your
heart rate.
Your heart rate. So it's like that one. That's why also as well I'm trying to watch my cholesterol because, you know.
How about when you're exercising?
Have you tried Cheerios?
Nah, even when I am exercising, bro.
The fuck does that have to do with anything?
So actually, to go even crazier. Nah, this man.
What? It lowers your. I was trying to be all stoic over here. Like,
Kevin?
it helps lower your. I don't want him to die.
I don't want to get him a nutritionist on.
I don't want my friend to die.
That was so fucking random.
Nah, that was.
I've known this man for like 14 years. If he dies, I won't be able to take it, bro.
No, so,
I just want him to be good.
I think I just rubbed the mic. My bad, bro.
Don't be bumping them fucking mic. You know what? Go to hell.
So anyways, right. So another thing I found out because they asked about my medical record is my dad's
Who's
side
they?
has the people that I get free Medicare from. The people I finessed, bro. Let me tell you, bro.
Said it. I got it, and then he still said it,
bro. So I found out my dad's side. Because, you know, they asked us for, like, cancer or, like, history of, like, family history and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not know it. And I found out my dad's side has, like, diabetes. And I'm like, that does not go well with heart palpation, bro. Because there's that once where that blood clot clogs my heart, my fucking artery, and it's doma. That's it. That's rap.
Have you gotten your blood work done lately?
Yeah, I get it done a lot.
Do you really?
I had to go get it done.
For work?
So every year we have to do it, or every 3 years because they test us for HIV.
Damn.
So, but it's chilling. It's not like.
Have you ever looked into that, Eddie? Like your medical history to see what you might be liable for? I
feel like I feel like it's a must, bro.
I feel like it is too because like I started asking all my family members about what our distant family members had. Like, what were the serious diseases that killed us off? Yeah. And it turns out like I'm really likely to have like Alzheimer's or dementia, glaucoma, and I think diabetes, and I think
none of my grandparents or great grandparents died of anything serious.
Yeah.
So like my dad had diabetes, but he was the only one.
Yeah. Man, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you
like Eddie got some good ass.
I got some good like. I was gonna say protein that doesn't. Protein. It doesn't correlate.
Protein. Hold up.
I'm mad at my family then because these motherfuckers didn't take care of themselves.
Nah, trust,
obviously, because this shit's passing down to me, and now I gotta pick up the slack.
Devin, hear me, bro. So what my mom said is, mom said is cancer and heart problems. Then my dad said cancer and heart and diabetes. I was like, dog, that's double the problems.
I hate that too because
that's why I've been watching out for. That's why I try and go to be like, hey, dude, like what's up? That's why every time I have problems with like my body and like I feel like bad, I go to go get treated because my immune system is not it's good. My immune system is good. Like I'm that kid that will get like have no problems and then I'll get sick once a year and it'll be like the worst sickness I ever have. But if I'm constantly getting sick in the years, I'm like, hey, whoa, like, what's the problem here? What are we doing?
I hate that because the same shit when I was looking into it. Like, there was a lot of commonalities between the two sides of my family, right?
Yeah.
On my biological dad's side, I have no association with them, so I have to go based off of what my mom remembers. And a couple of them, she don't remember who or what or whatever. She don't have the details, but she knows that a couple of them had Alzheimer's.
Damn.
And then on my mom's side, there was 2 different family members that had Alzheimer's and have passed away from it.
Damn.
And then on my nana's side, from my mom, she had someone too. So I'm like, damn, they're all over the place, bro.
They got everything in that bitch.
Like, every side of my family, from my mom's mom to my mom's dad to my dad's dad, whatever, they all have had it. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You're like, damn, bro, what's up?
That's
with
why
this?
it's scary to look into it. But then I guess what? It's better to be in the know, right?
Yeah.
Like realistically, you're like, oh, I could die from the heart palpitation, but
that's why that's why I was hesitant about learning my family history, because it's like now it makes you aware to the shit that you have to watch out for. Like it's like now it's on your mind 24/7. Like, damn, what if I actually have cancer? What if I actually got diabetes? What if I actually got? And you're like just constantly worrying about it 24/7.
If these viewers are listening, you guys should go get your shit figured out. Go to the doctor, get a checkup.
Yeah, but don't try to go too deep into it. Like, of course you want to learn about it, but don't let it go over your. Don't let it like hold it over your head. Like, just keep pushing through. Because I think that's probably what the biggest worry was about when I first learned it. Was like, oh fuck, like, am I gonna, like, do I gotta go, like, get this shit checked out? Yada, yada, yada. Because now it's like, every time that you go, it's like, oh, fuck, like, maybe it could be something cancer related. Maybe it could be something, diabetic related. It's shit like that.
Okay, I got a weird question for you. How do you think you're gonna die and when? And then you too.
See, look, I'm gonna be honest. I hate these kind of questions.
It's just like, if you had to take a guess.
Because you feel like you're gonna bring it upon yourself, huh?
Jinx yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just throw it out there, and now it's like, okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Okay, then say the death you want.
A natural one where I'm like, I'm old. I've done what I wanted to. I've done what. Realistically, a death what I want is probably be like one that God did. If that makes sense.
See, but
because I'm looking at look, I'm not looking at it from like a whatever point of view. I'm looking at it from like a religious point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, religious point of view is, God tells you when your time is up. So I can't sit here and say, oh, I want this, I want that, because God has like I could die tomorrow, and that's his perfect death, because it was enough. You know what I mean? Like, it was enough for me in this world. That's
what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a huge like believer in God or Christianity. Like, I have my own variation of the belief, but to me, like, when your time's up, your timeme's up, and you can't control it. So talking about it isn't gonna bring it any sooner. Because,
well, okay, so let me put it like this:
you're gonna go when you need to go and how you need to go.
So let me put it like this: it's like this. God had decided that Moses and Abraham's time was up in the Bible, so he pulled them from life. Right? He decided David's time was up. He decided Joshua's time was up. All of that stuff. So he's like the true leading decider.
Mm-hmm.
You could say all day that, oh, I want to die this death with, doing this age, whatever. But like, I don't want to answer that, because then it's like I'm kind of like blaspheming God. I think at least that's what I think. That's what I think, because then I'm
because God gave you a voice to be able to express your own desires.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I don't think Borquez desired that.
Yeah, it's not about desiring death, but just being able to have a conversation about it shouldn't.
I mean,
blaspheme against God, because it's all about your intention. Like we talked about on the Discord. I don't think necessarily saying "goddamn" is blaspheming, depending on your intention.
Well, no, it's like so for two things. God doesn't, in the Bible. You shouldn't cuss, right? Based on the sins, you shouldn't cuss, because it's like Jesus and God don't like that, right? And then you're taking his name in vain. So that's the second thing. So you just sin twice in one statement.
I was gonna ask you about that. How did he know what curse words were around?
Well, I'm pretty sure. So think about it.
I'm pretty sure fuck, shit.
Yeah. So think about it. The Bible's written to be the future, right? Like, and when you think about it, Revelations, showing Peter, stuff like that. Everything after in the New Testament is shown to be what will happen in a few upcoming, like, maybe not years, it could be coming like decades, centuries, whatever, right? Because it shows that the final days, like the Antichrist and the Pope will like band together to create one world currency. There's even arguments that could be like happening now, but we don't know. Like, as Christians and followers of
that's
Jesus.
Wild, because of what we talked about last episode. We were just talking
about that last episode.
Yeah.
One world currency.
So Russia, to catch you up. Oh, so by the time this comes out, it's going to be old news, but they're finding out, they're about to make a deal about the whole default thing.
The what? They're about it. Yeah. You said it was Wednesday.
No, they're about to make a deal.
You said we should have a deal by Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You said it on the episode.
No, I didn't.
Because I asked, I was like, this episode's coming out on a Wednesday or something like that. And then you're all, yeah, they was here at the day of. Never mind. Continue on.
That's why.
Plus, we've talked about this before. I've mentioned in the past how like there are certain things going on in the world that kind of fit into the predictions that Christians have made in regards to the rapture, you know?
Yeah, okay. So you know about the rapture then?
The mark of the beast, not being able to buy or sell.
So people, you know what I find crazy though is people that, like, I believe in all that, right? But the one thing I can't stand, or not can't stand, but it's like, it's weird, is like people trying to identify what these certain things are, like, oh, who the Antichrist is, what's the mark of the beast, what's this, what's the one world currency? Because it's like you can't.
I mean, obviously, you're not gonna be able to tell because that's the whole point. But
no, but like you're leading people on. Like some people said, oh,
well,
freaking...
in the Bible didn't it say that who the Antichrist is, and it's some man named, not Elijah, something else. It was a different name.
I have to reread again. But no, because I think he's just labeled the Antichrist.
No.
That Lucifer will ride.
They never give him a name, as far as I know.
They give him a name. They say that he was born in Israel, becomes a prolific leader, and his name is so and so. I forgot his exact name.
I have to reread again. I have to reread the Bible.
What book is that from?
Probably Revelations.
Yeah. It's the last more than likely it labels in Revelations, but. I think I think how it goes is Lucifer will open the gates and he'll ride on his horse and he'll become like the Antichrist, or he'll take over the Antichrist as the Antichrist because he wants to be the one to lead essentially the world into what it is. But once we're in that, we get closer to being able to see Jesus, rock him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got a question for you because I remember I was deep into Christianity, like going to church every Sunday. I was friends with my pastor. Like I went to his house to eat with them several times. We had Bible studies like crazy, right? So like I used to be really familiarized with this, but I haven't practiced in a very long time, so bear with me. Yeah. But there's a lot of misconceptions, at least in my view, when it comes to people dying and the judgment day. Because I feel like a lot of people... Are you talking about like after like all this stuff in Revelation takes down? Yeah, so you know how everybody talks about the reckoning and the judgment day and where you're going to go? And like the 7 trumpets and stuff like that? Yeah, and how you will stand before God and everybody's going to see your sins and that kind of stuff, right? I feel like most people are under the assumption that it's already happened and people are waiting in heaven, especially in like the Catholic side of things. Like they're already up there waiting in heaven. But I've even heard like evangelists say this, you know? So what do you think it is? Do you think, because me personally, based off of my own personal studies and going deep into like some of the Bible Project's preachings on this, I have come to believe that hell is actually a waiting room and that it's not the fiery place that everybody envisions it to be. It got mistranslated along the way, but it's supposed to be like limbo, essentially, right? Where you wait as a spirit until the reckoning, because we're all supposed to be judged together before God. And then we would all go to heaven together, and then everybody, you know, would go to the infernal pit, which people then started to call hell based off of the Greek translation. Hell is like... Hell is
a fiery place.
It is a fiery place.
Because it even says in the Bible.
Some people are too far gone.
It was mistranslated, and they took the association from the Greek word and tried to find a substitute. They tried to find the substitute from the Jewish version of the word into Greek, and it translated into hell, which was a fiery pit. But then hell was also in the Jewish version of the Bible, and it was more referred to as like a waiting room.
Okay, so you have to think who's the actual leader of hell? Tell me that.
Huh?
Who's the actual person that was banished into hell? That is basically like the overseer of all of it.
Lucifer.
So now we're talking about the same dude that
Well,
was
not
that
necessarily.
that wanted to try to test Job's faith, and so he's an evil guy. And I forget what it was, but they said hell. They try to justify hell as not being an eternal fire, but something else.
No, there is
I think it is
fire.
an eternal fire because
There is an eternal fire, but it's not hell. The word hell, it's something else. It's
well,
referred to.
well, yeah,
differently.
it's not gonna be hell, but
And so
it's
people
essentially
hear the
gonna
word
be-
hell and they think fiery pit, you're doomed. When
Well,
in all
yeah, you are.
actuality, it's more of a waiting room, and the fiery pit has a whole.
See, as much
different-
as I like that theory, I don't believe that is that.
okay, so
because
when we die, what
because look,
happens?
because
Are we
that-
getting judged now?
No, see.
So
look.
then where are
No.
we
So
at?
based on Revelations, right? A bunch of stuff will take down. A bunch of people will die, right? And if you're not believing in truth and giving all your faith to Jesus and God, then you won't be saved. Like obviously, people are gonna die, even if
Okay,
you
no,
did,
no, no.
even if you
I
do believe in
understand
Jesus
that.
and God.
I understand the whole going to heaven and hell concept. It's not that. I'm talking about right now. If I were to pass away tonight, right? Where is my soul going? Am I going to heaven right now, or because the judgment day hasn't passed? As far as I'm aware.
So in terms of that, I think you're definitely getting put in some type of waiting room.
That's what I'm saying.
So that way, on when time comes for the white throne judgment to take place, for Jesus to decide whether you go through him to see God because you have given your whole life and soul and gave 100% to him, that you go to heaven, or you fell in love with the world and all the stuff that it offered and put the world over him, then you go to hell or wherever he may say it is.
No, I
Because
get
it could be
that.
wrong.
I
Like
get
it
that.
could not be hell.
It's
It could be
the-
something else.
It's the concept of the waiting room that intrigues me, right? Because everybody is familiar with the heaven and hell concept, what you need to do to get into heaven or go to hell, etc., etc.
Yeah.
It's the concept of judgment day, right? Because a lot of people are assuming that once you die, in that moment, your soul's getting judged and you're going, but then they're completely forgetting about judgment day. So assuming that there
I thought
is
Judgment Day only applies to people who are already living.
no judgment day is an actual like an event that's coming, kind of like rapture.
It's not like coming, but it's like the final thing.
It's
of what
inevitable,
happens.
so that means it's
the final
coming.
thing
It's
that
on the
happens.
horizon.
It's the
So-
final thing that happens before, like at the end of the 7 bowls, the 7 trumpets, the 7 seals. It's the final thing that will happen.
Yeah.
It'll just be Jesus, big as ever, on a white throne, big white throne, and he'll be judging the living and dead. That's how the scripture says it, at least.
Yeah, and so that hasn't come to
He
pass.
shall come to judge the living and the dead.
So
Unless, see, but that's wild to me though. That's another thing. I get what you're saying, because then you wonder like, what are the people who? But then you have to think.
no, okay,
actually,
look
hear
it.
me.
Follow me here. Follow me. There are more people dead right now than
Yes.
there have ever been alive, right?
Yes.
So if Judgment Day hasn't passed, and there's a whole other plane of existence that all these people are waiting in, what is it? What's going on? Where are they?
Actually, you know what? I feel like you'd probably get judged today. Like
Really?
if you were to, yes, if
So
you were
then
to
at
die,
one
you are
point-
getting judged same day.
At what point does it stop? Because the Judgment Day is supposed to be after Rapture, after
I
know,
believe-
the 7
alright, hear me
seals open, all of that, right?
Hear me out. I believe. So think about it. Once the first seal is broken, the time to get once the mark of the beast actually appears on you, getting right with God is gonna be hard.
You know,
right,
you can't
with-
get right with God.
Yeah,
after.
at that point, yeah, you can't. Right, so you're done basically. If you weren't right with God beforehand and Jesus, and you didn't trust in Him, then it's not happening. Clearly, you're gonna have some problems. Getting through and judgment.
You're
Day.
gonna have some problems.
You're going to the eternal fire. That's
But
basically
okay,
what I
so
hear.
that's the thing that intrigues me though. So assuming that we don't even need to go into the hell is a waiting room debate. Just assuming there's a waiting room to begin with, right?
Mm.
What is it? Is that what ghosts are,
No.
or is that like what is it?
Well, even
where are
then,
these
I don't.
people
I'm
at?
sorry, I don't believe in ghosts. I'm sorry, I don't,
How do you not believe in ghosts?
because I've never seen one. They could be
what about the
hallucinations.
constant evidence that's available everywhere?
What about the Holy Spirit?
That's
the Holy
a ghost.
Spirit, I believe that in.
Well,
So if it could happen once, right? Why couldn't it happen again?
What do you mean, bro? The Holy Spirit, I feel like it's not a ghost. It's an embodiment of Christ.
It's the embodiment of Christ, right?
Yes.
But it means that is a physical. That is a help me out here. That is a physical plane of existence that has been achieved at least once before. Not that any of us could ever get to that plane of existence.
Well,
on our
either
own.
way, when you talk to hear me out, when you talk to God and you talk to Jesus, it's like you're on a spiritual plane, not a physical plane, a spiritual plane.
Mm-hmm.
So embodying the Holy Spirit means you're embodying a spiritual deity.
But it can affect you physically,
How?
right? So there's
Elaborate.
What do you mean?
Elaborate. I just want to hear.
Embodying the Holy Spirit affects you physically. You feel when the Holy Spirit is upon you. And in some different branches of Christianity, they believe that when the Holy Spirit's within them, they could speak in tongues and that kind of stuff. It's a physical, tangible thing that most, people of faith will testify.
Okay.
So that means
that brings me to my point.
There's a correlation between the spiritual world and the physical world. And then after death, assuming that we're not immediately getting judged and going to heaven, we are now living in a different plane of existence.
Okay, so now think about this.
So what is it?
So now think about this. I don't think there's a waiting room. I think you're just judged there and there.
Okay,
because
so
that'd be so wild to just hear me out. That'd be so wild to think that maybe over 7 billion people are waiting to get
8.
That's what's scary.
8 billion are waiting to get judged. And even it's probably even more, right?
And if anybody can judge everybody all at once, it would be God. So who cares how many it is?
Because think about it. We're not talking about just us 7.7, like 8 billion that are going to be judged. It's going to be
all throughout time.
So I think there is no waiting room. I think it's just you're judged there and there.
Because then it's
because think about it.
That means that there's already people in
heaven and there's people in hell. Yes. That sounds like the most logical answer in that point.
It doesn't.
It does actually.
I googled Judgment Day, what it means, and it means that God is judging its creation. So that means everybody.
No, but in the Bible, it's spoken of as an event that's coming to pass. Not something
for all the people that are still living on Earth, on this Earth.
No, it's an event coming to pass after, like during rapture, during the end times.
Yeah, it happens after.
No, it happens way after.
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm
everybody's
saying.
dead. The new kingdom's already come.
That's what I'm saying.
God has done this.
So
earth
once
dirty.
you die, you go into the waiting room until that happens.
No,
you go straight to the white judgment, the white throne.
No, you once you die, you get judged by Christ to see whether you go to hell or heaven.
Yeah.
See, this is the debate I'm talking about, because there's a branch, there's a division in beliefs from all Christians that I met. A large majority of them that I've talked to say that hell's a waiting room, and a lot of people will say that you get judged immediately.
See,
but that could be a Catholic influence. Like, who knows?
See, but the thing that people don't understand is, right, hell, it can't be a waiting room, for the simple fact that yes, God does love us because He made us. But the problem is, when even in the Bible, when they have sinned against Him, He was not afraid to bring harsh to them.
It's so
hell is definitely a painful place.
Huh?
So hell can't be a waiting room.
No, okay, no. You guys don't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that
we're just trying to prove
the word hell was mistranslated, and there's a waiting room after death. And then once Judgment Day comes, then you would go into the eternal fire.
Yeah, but we're doing this.
Wait. Don't cut me off. You keep cutting me off. That's why you're misunderstanding.
Go ahead.
Once you get judged and you are determined to go into the pit of eternal fire, that's when you get to the place where there's the gnashing of teeth and constant torture and you know all of that shit, right? Yeah. But that place has never been given an official name because of the mistranslations. People started associating the fiery pit with hell, when hell is supposed to be its own place and it's supposed to be like a waiting room. And if you go all throughout the Bible, the different texts correlate with each other.
I don't think there's a waiting room.
Okay, I don't think there's a waiting room.
I don't believe
just because, let's say you die once right now, and you didn't accept Jesus Christ, He's not going to give you another chance. And
it's not another chance. You die and you're waiting to be judged.
No, there is no waiting to be judged, bro. If Jesus is everywhere and anywhere, that means He can be at so many different places. Right. So I'm very sure He would be able to judge you on the spot.
Huh?
You know what I think?
If He's judging you on the spot, why do we need to die before we know where we're going?
Because
say that again.
If he's judging you on the spot at all times, like you're saying, right?
No.
Why would we
I'm
need to
talking
die
about
before?
I'm saying when you die.
When you die.
No, you're saying he's following you at all points.
No,
so
he's with you. He's following you at all points, but he's giving you that free will to do whatever you want in the living. But once you die, that's when you're gonna get judged.
Okay, but how does that go against the waiting room?
Because, like Bork said, he's there all over. Why would he?
Devin,
why would he put you in a waiting room,
Devin,
and make you wait 50,000 years or whatever?
Yeah,
till you get judged.
Yeah, because heaven. Even I feel like even anywhere where Jesus is a different plane than us, right? So now what I'm trying to get at is that once you die, you're not nothing. The only thing that you have is your soul. So it's not you getting judged. It's you getting judged. Your soul's getting judged. So there's no way he wouldn't be able to, boom, here's all you've done. Here's what you did. Here's the sins that you committed. You could have repented to me.
If there was a waiting room, he would have said there is a waiting room or something smarter than just saying there's a waiting room.
He kind of did. That's why there's a mistranslation, because they didn't know how to translate it, because they didn't understand the concept of it. The entire Bible is written in a way that is very different from our idea of what stories are nowadays.
So there's a mistranslation from hell, but there isn't a mistranslation to heaven?
There's mistranslations all over the goddamn Bible. All over the Bible.
Sinner.
Well, I told you I don't actively believe, but, I'm still trying to be respectful here. There's mistranslations all over the Bible. That's just one example of how that one word sparked this entire debate, right? Now imagine something a lot more serious, like Jesus's actual preachings, or like the prayers that you should be saying. People argue over that kind of stuff all day long, but I think it's important to have a discussion about it so we can all see where we're at mentally. We can all see what we're pulling from the Bible, so maybe it'll help us re-examine how we're looking at it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very wild thing to do, though.
What?
That's why I don't like
to explore your beliefs.
Well, no, not that, but like just like talking about it with other people, because some people, they say different things according to what it is.
Yeah, but okay,
and,
look at it like
and
this.
that's kind of weird. That could be a sin.
Every single person reading the Bible believes they have the right interpretation of the Bible, right? So if you believe that and you hear somebody else going against what you believe is to be true, as a good Christian, shouldn't you try to spread the word of God and have a discussion so where you can both express your viewpoints, and then in a healthy, happy way, you're not attacking each other, kind of like how we're doing now,
yes.
Right? To be able to reflect on your own viewpoints and see what's like, how much you actually agree with what you've been led. Because if you're isolating yourself in your own head, you can wildly change what the Bible means. That's why it's more important than anything to, have a community and converse and talk about it. Yeah. Because like if you training alone in the gym without having somebody spot you or without ever having somebody teach you the form is bad, because you can be doing the wrong thing for years without realizing it. Just like training alone in fighting is bad because of the same shit. Studying the Bible alone, right, can be detrimental to your belief system, because you can start to misinterpret how it's supposed to be interpreted. And it's very confusing because, like I was saying, the way they wrote it is so much different to how we write stories today. The things that they used to focus on back in the day isn't what we focus on today. It's not how we construct our stories. So a lot of how the Bible is written needs to be re-examined by multiple eyes so that you can kind of understand the cultural importance of some of these topics, Things that they mention about farms and stuff might not be as important to us, but at the time it was very culturally relevant. So how does that apply to our world? What would be, equivalent to that in our world, and how does that apply to how we should navigate our life? And that kind of discussion and open-mindedness is how you go further into your beliefs, I think.
That's shit. I love the way that, first off, I love the way that you use the word can. That kind of helps people decipher that it's not like you're fucking one-minded.
Yeah, no, because I've met people who only study alone and they have a very good handle on their belief, and it's not like they're changing the word, but some people
will take it out of context and do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, like some people will hear Joe Rogan podcast and then turn into like a whole different person than what they were.
Yeah.
because they let one little thing send them off the wrong track.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying it can be negative. It can be detrimental to actually talk to other Christians, because as much as I hate to say it, I feel as though Satan has infiltrated in some people, right?
I think he's infiltrated in a lot of people.
So
and
that
we're not
thus
recognizing it.
changing their word and changing what it is, changing what they believe. Like, oh, that's not what it believes, bro. That's not what it means. It means this. It means that.
There's
Satan-
also the chance
like,
that you could get infected without realizing it. You'll hear
There
something,
could.
you're like, that actually makes sense, and it could be wrong. But that's
well,
the
no, that's
important
that's
thing,
why
you
I
know?
always. That's why for everything, I usually always go to God, because it's like like, tell me if this is right. Tell me if this is wrong. Because that's the only person that's like, he's a father. He's father for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you
He's
go.
gonna tell you what's wrong and what's right. You know?
Oh,
And you feel
that-
different. You have to double check with him. It's not like you can just go in. Like having tattoos is a sin, and I accept that full heartedly. I've repented a lot. I keep repenting for it forever.
Is
But
it having a sin?
Yeah.
yeah, so in the Old Testament in Deuteronomy, it's labeled as a sin. It says, if we're talking about the KJV, ye shall not cut thy flesh or tattoo thy skin. It's something along. I think it's Deuteronomy.
Does it really?
20.
How come so many Christians have tattoos?
Well, so that's another thing. So I watch a lot of TikTok, unfortunately, but most of my TikTok is filled with Christian stuff, right? For Jesus and stuff like that. And this dude was explaining, like, you know, having tattoos is a sin, but you shouldn't overindulge in it. That would make it a sin, because if you're putting, like, what's it saying?
I think
If I'm putting,
destroying
like,
your
think about it.
body-
If I'm enjoying tattoos and I just keep getting them and I keep getting them and I keep getting them and I keep getting them, and I'm not reading about God, I'm not reading the Word, I'm not going to, you know, praying to Him, going to church, stuff like that, then that's where it becomes a sin, because now I put something man-made over Jesus.
Mm.
Some people, they don't get tattoos. Some Christians, they don't get tattoos for reasons, right?
Well,
That's
see,
a reason.
It's just the issue of not loving anything more than you love God or you love Jesus.
Well, yeah, that's
But
the whole. But that's the whole.
I
book.
think what the core principle of it is like, as you were saying that, it reminded me of some of those people that get extreme with it, and, you know, the whole body modification where they get like completely inked black and they have all kinds of like piercings. Like, you're destroying the body that God gave you.
And realistically,
But I think having like 1-2 tattoos, I don't know if that would be considered, you know, bad.
well, okay. So realistically, my standpoint on that is like, I've even those people can go back to God, right? Even those people can go back to God. Like, if you're doing all that, but you're still having time to read, go to church, and pray, I think you're okay. Because, you know, there's some people with no tattoos who don't even do that.
Okay.
And yet they claim, oh, I'm a Christian, I'm with God. Because realistically, pardon, my bad.
You're good.
But realistically, like, it's just a religion. All that Jesus asked you to do is follow Him. You know what I mean? Like pray to Him, pray to the Father, read your Bible, go to church, fast. Fast. That's another one.
Porky,
Huh? What's up?
I have a question.
What's up?
Since you're educated than me, both me and Devin.
Huh? Wait, what?
Devin just been chilling.
I just don't go preaching about it all the
Yeah,
time.
Devin's just
No, but you stopped learning, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, how long have you been practicing?
I just started December actually, but I mean, I've been deep into it.
All
Deep
right,
into
so put some
researching it.
respect on my name, Eddie. What the fuck?
Since you're educated than me and Devin, what happens in heaven? Because I've seen a lot of people ask that question, but people can't answer it.
So what I've heard basically is that there is no light because God's light shines the brightest there, right? I don't know if you've heard it. Yeah, have you heard that, Devin?
What?
So
all I heard was in heaven you're just with God. You have a healthy body. You're happy all the time. You're the people that you're with people you love or something like that.
So what I heard is this, right? One is that there is no light but God's light because His light is the brightest, right? 2, your body is made is renewed to be what how can I say it? Like Christ likes, like what Christ made you. So your body that you have right now is not what you're gonna have in heaven, and then that you'll get to be with people who are just like you, who love God, who followed Him and was faithful to Him and stuff like that, and then for you just be like happy and.
I know, but like
nothing will be wrong with you.
What do you do? Like, is it?
He kind of played into what you were saying.
No. Well,
yeah,
that's the thing.
like what do you do? Like
That's
in
the
heaven,
thing. That's the thing.
in heaven, are is there gonna be a podcast?
Is there
in
gonna
heaven?
be Devin?
I don't know.
Is there gonna be a
Or
basketball
7-Elevens?
game going on where you see
That's-
Kobe and Bill Russell going at it?
Well, that's why I wonder too.
Or
Nobody really knows what it is. It's kind of because if you think about every story that's ever happened about somebody dying and seeing Jesus, they just see him and that's it. But as for like what happens in heaven, I can't tell you. But
and then
I know that
once you
at
get
least-
once you get to heaven, you're just living forever and ever.
I mean,
ever.
yeah, because I mean the time. Well,
Well,
think about it.
there's-
Think about it. Up to the time where the white throne judgment will happen, and the new heaven is made, and the new earth is
Nope.
made.
See, those are the contradiction ideas. Because if there's no waiting room, you get judged as soon as you die. That means heaven's already the place right now. So why would they need to recreate it? Secondly,
Because new heaven is different. Because it's meaning to not mock out.
no, that's
Because think
new
about it.
earth.
No,
that's
but think
new
about
earth
it.
when we come
But
back down and
what is new earth?
recreate with Jesus.
And it's what?
That's when
A
you
new heaven.
rebuild with Jesus.
It's a new heaven,
it's
correct?
the new heaven, but it's like new earth.
Yes, but the thing is, there is no waiting room because it's either you're going to heaven or you're going to hell when you die.
No, so
There
with
is no-
me,
there
if
is no-
there's a waiting room, right, and you die and then you wait to be judged after the judgment day, you're either allowed to come and partake in building this new world with Jesus in Jesus's image, or you're going to be sent to the fiery hell.
Sealed forever.
Yeah.
Well, no, because think about it, bro. It makes no sense. I feel like everybody that
It
dies
just seems
before
more
Judgment
confusing
Day.
to me to have people waiting in one plane of existence for like millions of years and then have them switch and come down and have it to build a whole new place when you could just have them waiting and then come out.
No, because they want to make sure that all the sinners that were on earth are sent to hell. It kind of makes sense when you think about it.
Like
about
he
it.
said,
So-
Judgment Day is just for the people who are living
I think
at that time.
I think it's this, right?
Mhm.
I think there is no waiting room. I think everybody that dies before the mark of the beast.
Oh, we've been going at this for an hour.
I
Hey,
figured it was around that time.
I think that everybody that dies before the mark of the beast actually comes is just judged either to go to heaven or hell.
How do you think it's gonna manifest the mark of the beast? Because personally,
See,
like,
I
if I had to
kind of don't
guess-
like answering this because there's so many speculations that it was a COVID vaccine, that it's the cryptocurrency, the chip that just got put in that people were made aware about, that little chip stuff or whatever.
Okay, if I had to guess, right, I would say it would be something that directly ties into the not being able to like buy or sell or travel or even work, right? And it would have to be something like a chip that is implanted in like your arm that you would use to help pay, or maybe like an iPhone type device that like
Yeah.
projects. I don't know.
Well, I think it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
And it's supposed to affect your forehead as well. So I don't know. Maybe a chip could go in like your eye, and if that, it counts.
Well, okay. When you think about it, it has to be something worldly, something that really applies to the world. Because there's a lot of things. Because
No,
think about
it would have to be otherworldly, or else somebody would have accidentally done it by now. If it was worldly, the
Well,
mark
'cause
of the
think
beast
about
would have already manifested. It has to be otherworldly.
Think about it. The mark of the beast is stained as something that is going to be needed for everything you to do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It's got to be something that didn't exist before that now restricts you from being able to do anything. Because when you're born, you're free.
Yeah.
So it can't be worldly because there's nothing in our world that restricts you from doing everything except, I guess, death.
Well, the people saying the COVID vaccine was a good one. I ain't gonna lie. When people say COVID vaccine, I was like, yeah, but I mean, it kind of doesn't help you get money. It doesn't pay for anything.
Yeah, and like
I feel
if
like
they
it's-
were to
I
put
feel
a
like-
chip in us, like
I
do
feel
we
like
have the technology to make it that small to put it in like a fucking vaccine?
Yes.
so. Hear me out. Actually, yeah, they could have. Hear me out. I think it is gonna be a chip. I think it is gonna be a chip. A chip Or
You said it was worldly. You can't switch to chip now.
well, no, I'm saying because think about it. It's not like it's gonna be something crazy.
I feel like it's gonna be.
It's
like
gonna
that.
be. I feel like you know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a sin, something that is very deeply brought upon as a sin in the Bible.
I
I
feel like
just
it's
don't
gonna
know
be. Bork, why do you do this? Why do you do this?
I'm sorry,
Every time
I'm
I
sorry.
talk, you just come in right after me.
Eddie, I'm sorry. I love you.
We're getting deep into this.
No,
bro.
like
This is
like I'll start talking, saying my point, and Bork comes out of nowhere,
every time.
T-bones me, and then says his piece, and then I forget what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
Eddie,
go
Eddie-
ahead. You know, no. He's standing up
Yeah,
for
yeah,
himself.
Bork.
Hold up. I have to make this point.
Mute
no,
his
Bork,
mic.
no,
Devin was interrupting me like 80 different times.
Yeah.
Because you cut me off while I'm talking.
Devin,
I'll be in the middle of a sentence and y'all.
See, there we
I
go.
get that, and then you start trying to cut me off.
I love.
When you're talking,
Debate.
I sit still.
See, look, I was trying to say something. Here he is.
Yeah, he jumped in to tell you
Yeah,
about me.
yeah.
I said that in a monotone voice.
Just because you say it in a monotone voice doesn't mean that you're over talking them.
And it doesn't because bro. It's like the shy kid talking in class, and Eddie's like the fucking loud one.
But
I'm
if
just
the
like
shy
in the
kid's
back.
able
I'm like,
to get somebody's attention,
who?
I'm
When
just
has that
saying
ever happened?
It's still is taking the tension away. You're taking the spotlight.
Devin, I'm like the uwu kid in the middle of the corner, and you're the dude in like the middle of the class where everybody has attention at. That's
Man.
basically what it'd be like.
Say sorry and let him do his thing.
Yeah, before I lose my point. 'Cause
Eddie.
then it-
Admit your sin, repent, and then we'll move
Eddie.
on.
I love you. I love you.
I love you
You
too,
saying
Bork.
you're the
Now you
uwu
shut
kid
up.
in the back of the class is wild.
now you shut up before I lose my train of thought. Back to the Mark of the Beast. Have you guys ever seen the Teen Titans movie?
The one in
Which one?
Japan?
No.
No.
Which one?
I don't know if it was a movie or it was just like a special episode. But do you remember Raven's father? What was his name?
Oh,
The big red dude.
Galgamorth or something? I don't know.
Orgaborg.
There's some demon name.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
something.
some demon name.
Oh shit! Your computer's about to die.
Okay. Do you remember how she had a mark on her left hand and on her forehead? I feel like that's how it's gonna be like
Let me look it up real quick.
in real life. While you do that, I'm gonna charge my life.
That's actually a good depiction. That's actually a good depiction of what it could be. Well, I think in the Bible it talks about being on the right hand. I believe
Left. I think it's the left.
it's one of the hands. I don't remember.
Well, yeah, it can't be any of the feet.
I mean, I don't know.
But I don't think it's gonna be a chip. I feel like it's gonna be
Are you talking about this? This is the only thing I can find similar to that.
something like that.
Yeah, it could be something like that.
It could be something, magic oriented.
Because in the episode, the whole world had not the whole world, but a lot of people were marching in front of him and had those markings on their body.
It could have been a symbolic thing.
Maybe.
But like,
Possibly.
let's get weird here. It could even be magic of some kind, right? Because this is spirituality we're talking about. This is different planes of existence, the likes of which we have no comprehension of. So, assuming that we're messing with magic aliens that could turn wine into water, right? No disrespect, respectfully. It could literally be like one day if you had done something that kind of aligned yourself with, the Antichrist, then boom, he can mark you like that and then give you like, magic tattoo scars or some shit like
But-
this is Far Cry.
If I'm wrong, correct me. Even people who have the mark of the beast can still be saved on Judgment Day. Is that true?
Not from what I heard. Once you get the mark of the beast, you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah.
And if you blaspheme against the Holy Spirit, those are like the two things you can't come back from.
Yeah.
There's 3 unforgivable sins, but I forgot what the third one was.
Do you have any idea? I know those two are the big
Which
ones.
one? You said blaspheming the Holy Spirit.
Blaspheming against the Holy Spirit is one of the no-nos.
Yeah, no.
Getting the mark of the beast is one of the no-nos. And then I believe...
For all I know, it's just blaspheming the Holy Spirit. That's the only thing you should not do, because the mark of the beast is just gonna come naturally, and you have to like be aware of the signs of it. So if that happens, to
Yeah,
you,
but
then
no,
you're just a dumbass.
Don't they say that you...
Like me personally, I feel like my dumbass would accidentally have it happen because I'd be like, oh shit, wait a minute.
Well, don't they say that in the Bible, they'll force you to get it essentially. Like
yeah.
So it's not like something that you could run away from, and at that point, it's like a life or death, like ride or die type shit.
Yeah, like even in the Bible it states that they.
Okay,
they,
so
like,
I guess it's pride, rebellion, and unbelief. Those are the 3 sins.
Yeah. So the main, for what I know, exactly the main sin is blaspheming the Holy Spirit. That's the one unforgiving sin. That's the word. Mm-hmm. The one unforgiving sin is blaspheming the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do to save yourself from that.
Yeah.
So always make sure, people, even if you don't believe, like, don't fuck around and find out. Just in case, even if you don't believe, don't say nothing bad about it, because that's one fire you'll never be able to put out.
Yeah.
And like, let's say God isn't real. There is no God. We just came from a accident in space. It was still good that you followed this book and lived your life peacefully, and then died believing that you were going to be with the God.
Well, yeah, but some people want to live like hectic, fast-paced lives.
And that's okay too.
But like, I would say, if you guys don't believe, or you do, regardless, living your life exactly how you want to live it is the best part about living life, No,
my bad.
Well, no, I know you're gonna jump in and say follow God and stuff, but for someone who doesn't believe it, right? Their version of how they want to live their life to you seems bad, but to them, your version is a waste of time because they're sacrificing stuff. Now, I know the Bible preaches about that, right? And they're basically telling you, like, this is the way. Like, it's gonna seem like it's not the way, and it's meant to be like that, but this is the way. But who knows for sure?
No. So what I was gonna say is, I feel like the Bible sets a baseline for how you should act as a man and as a woman.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, you don't even.
Well, yeah,
have
it's an instruction manual.
My bad. You don't even have to be religious about it. Like, if you want to, hey, sure, go ahead. But it tells you, hey, you shouldn't be lazy. You should be able to provide for your woman, stuff like that. Like,
don't lie, don't steal.
Don't lie, don't steal, don't
kill.
cheat, don't kill. Like, I feel like that. Even if you don't want to look at it as a religious standpoint, or you don't feel comfortable being right with God or Jesus, like, it still is setting you as a baseline for what you should be.
No, that's
without dude, like, hey, I don't have a father, I don't have parents, I don't have this, I don't have that. The Bible is going to teach you how you should act.
And that's great. Honestly, I would say you're right. You're 100% correct. It gives you the best example of how you could live your life, And I'm glad that, like, in our country, at least, it was set up in a way that mirrored that, because a lot of our laws directly tie into that. And it just helps us live good lives. Yeah. Now, branching off a little bit here, bear with me. What do you think about that whole Jesus is an alien mindset? Because like Eddie said, what is it, right? It's like all of this is so out of our world that it kind of has to be like you have to at least consider it at one point. I know it could be considered blaspheming. You could repent afterwards, but like at some point you have to consider, like, what is God, or how is it that we're advancing the way we're advancing?
I don't think that's blasphemy. I think that's just questioning it.
Yeah, and questioning what's
and it's okay to question that.
And like, what's weird is, like, we want to believe that our society is like holy and stable or whatever, and we figured it out, but our modern day world has only been around for what, 200-ish years, right? Yeah. And it feels like an eternity, but we're nothing compared to the ancient civilizations like Babylon and Samoa, Mesopotamia, all of these ancient Rome, all of these help me out here, boys.
Like the ancient cities and stuff.
Yeah, all of these
ancient empires.
All of these empires lasted for thousands of years, and now we can't even find evidence of them. We can't find any physical. It's hard for us to find bases.
It got dusted away.
Yeah, but they thought they had it figured out. They were building fucking structures on the side of mountains and 300-foot statues, right? They thought they were up there, and every single
Civilization.
Thank you. Fuck everything. Every fucking one of us has thought that we're the ones, right? Even us, and we've only been around for a fraction of the time that they were. And it's like it kind of ties back into just Christianity, because it's like what is our place? What is everything? What is life? What is God? How are we advancing the way we're advancing? How have we been advancing more in the last 20 years than in all of human history?
To kind of add on to his question,
is it God's work directly? Is it Satan's work? Like
no. I'm not that. Do you believe in aliens? Okay, another question. Okay. Do you believe in dinosaurs?
I mean, historically, they've been put on Earth. So realistically,
see, these are weird questions, yes and no. Right?
Because look, the Bible doesn't directly state about creatures, right? It just states
and some people
the beginning of it.
Oh, go ahead.
But the thing is, right, where it ties into is that there's some creatures that are extinct that were named, that could be named off in the Bible. If you really look into it, there's some creatures that are not around no more that would have been named off in the Bible.
Oh yeah, like the Leviathan.
Yeah, like the Leviathan, stuff like that.
And I think some people have theorized that, like, when Moses was originally writing the first 4 books of the Bible, that there were some things, like I was saying, the way they wrote stories was different. They didn't focus on a lot of the same stuff. So there were some things that he would have, intentionally left out. Like the fact that there was giant dinosaurs around, because he didn't think he needed to mention that. Yeah. They would never leave or stuff like that, Yeah.
Because you have to think that even lions made it into so it's shown that they were made into Noah's Ark.
Yeah. I mean, they were around for forever.
Yeah, they were around for a minute. But when
Which
you
is
look
weird when you think about it, because like they haven't really evolved that much from their ancestors.
Well, I mean, they were what? They're direct people from.
I think they were bigger.
Yeah. I think they're a little bit bigger.
Well, I mean, it was bigger. The one the Earth like populated with O2, double the O2 we have, or double the O2 that we would have had.
I believe so, but that was hundreds of millions of years ago.
Yeah, just imagine if we had double O2, like double the oxygen.
I think everything was bigger back then. Like wolves were definitely bigger. Dire wolves were an actual
actual fucking unit.
Yeah, wait, they were bigger, as big as cars.
So do you believe in aliens or no?
I believe that. Okay, so saying the whole belief in aliens, I don't know if I can call them aliens. That
extraterrestrials.
That feels different life forms. Let's do that.
Okay. That's what aliens.
I feel like if we're the only, I feel like there's no way that we're able to find all these planets, and there's not another life form. But the problem is, are they smarter than us? Or are they stupider than us?
They're definitely smarter than us.
Yeah, I would say, if anything, they're stupider than us, which is scary. But like,
because look, it comes down to this.
Okay, wait, you reminded me of something. But go ahead.
It comes down to this: either we haven't found them, and they have found us, or we haven't found them and they haven't found us,
or we're just alone. We're the only ones.
That's another crazy thing too. Is if we are alone, what was our cause to be put on Earth? To just let it happen? To just
God, like God said, He created humans
in His image.
Because of His love.
Right. So that's beautiful, right? And I love that. But now that makes me wonder: will we be, when we have this new Earth, right, that Jesus makes? What will the bodies that we have be able to do? Will we be able to go out and about and adventure?
I feel like it's gonna be like a Earth 2. Like a lot of the same stuff is gonna happen again.
Right? Yeah. So now
it's gonna be like in a cycle.
So now I wonder, will we be able to perform? Because you know how the angels, they can fly, right?
Yeah.
Will our bodies be crafted to be like angels, to where we can venture out and fly to different planets?
Well, I mean, what kind of angels are you talking about here? Because biblically correct angels aren't what you're thinking.
Yeah, no. There's different types of angels.
But there's different types of angels.
All the types of angels that they've talked about in the Bible are not even remotely
yes.
No. There are human angels.
Yeah,
there are. It just goes by tiers. The ones that we seen online that look like monsters, those are the highest tier. And the human angels that look like babies, they're the lowest tier.
Yeah. Even then, they can terraform they can transform into whatever they want to.
Oh wait, I'm getting distracted here. So, I had a question. If we were to undoubtedly, unequivocally say that aliens existed, we have evidence, and it all came out tomorrow. The government came out, the president came out, all of the countries of the world came out, and we're like, we know aliens are here. They came out, they demonstrated that they were real aliens. You know, we are all open about it. How would that affect your faith personally?
I feel like we need to ask them questions first, because you can't just go based off, oh, they're aliens, yeah. I have to know, because even if they are aliens, I want to know what's their lifespan like. Mm-hmm. What is if their lifespan is longer, then that means that their people had experience to be able to witness when Jesus was on earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But like, okay, what if they said what if the conversation of spirituality came up, right? But it was completely different from ours. Like, let's say they had their own God, and their God gave them special abilities, and they were created in their image or whatever, right? Like very similar to ours, and we were able to see some of the like demonstrations that prove there could be another God. Would that affect your faith at all?
I wouldn't. It wouldn't affect my faith, because I know that one day I'd still die, and
you'd find
I'd
out.
I have to go somewhere. But then now that's more of a science issue, because now it's like what else is out there? Because if we find one species, that means there's another species, and there's another one, and there's another one.
Well, it's already mathematically improbable that we're alone. So considering that, and then considering, like you said, the types of species and just the different stages of, evolution, there could be beings out there realistically that are at a higher state of consciousness than us that we'll never be able to interact with until we get there. Well,
okay, so I think that every single planet that has been found to look like Earth has species on it.
You think?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no way that they have the same type of nutrients that we need, the same type of oxygen, the same type of water, the same build that Earth has, and there's not a species on it.
Okay, wait. I was gonna mention this. This is gonna sound like the episode 25. I don't have all the facts, right? But I recently heard about this this time that we got extraterrestrial contact that the government cannot explain. And to keep it brief, there's this guy working at like a radio center for the government or something, right? One of those centers that's dedicated to listening to space.
Yeah.
And he was very trained to be on the lookout for certain things, and he was constantly getting, papers telling him all the readings of space and the sounds that were happening. And out of nowhere, I believe this was in the mid-90s, out of nowhere, he got a giant spike on his radar machine, and it was very distinct, like it was sending a message, right?
Yeah.
And it was never replicated since. And basically, it hit a sound frequency that is restricted on a government level that nothing on Earth can replicate, because they're waiting for that signal to come around again, because it was such a dramatic change from what they were used to seeing on their spectrographs that to them it was a surefire sign that there was intelligent life. Because if they were going to communicate across the stars, it would have to be in a way that other species would be able to, tune into.
Yeah.
So, of course, they would use something like sound, where they could send frequencies out that travel, hundreds and hundreds of miles, light years away.
Yeah.
So, we got this frequency randomly in the mid-90s at a frequency that nothing on Earth can replicate, and we haven't got it since. Yeah. And the guy was so confused when he got the reading, he circled it and put a question mark next to it. He put a question mark next to it and wrote "wow." And you guys could look it up. I think it's called the "wow" signal. The wow signal. Wow with the question mark. Never been able to be explained.
That's what bothers me, bro. Just imagine the amount of signals that maybe we get in a few years.
Or the amount of signals that probably came while we didn't have the technology to hear it.
Just exactly.
Or the amount of signals that are going off right now that we don't have the technology to hear. or see.
Or I feel
That's
like
what scares me. That's what scares
I feel
me.
like we've gotten all these signals. It's just nobody has said anything about it.
Yeah, that could be it too. But that's-
Probably,
like, we
but
could-
that's giving the government too much credit, assuming they have this much control over this many people in this many parts of the country.
they do.
You know,
They do.
They do.
if they did, there would be more demonstrations of it.
I
They definitely have control, and they're definitely hiding a lot from us. But
Yeah.
I think people give them more credit than they deserve, and it works in their benefit.
You know, that'd be a really bad thing if that was the case. Where, let's say, we didn't have anything to transmit what they were saying or what the sound is actually adhering to, because that means, one, that there's another life form out there. Two, we don't know what their motive is or what their whole plan is. And three, they're way more technologically advanced than us.
Yeah, and that's the scary part too, because let's say we were to make contact with an alien race, right? And we were at maybe similar technology levels, maybe they were a little bit more than us.
Yes.
We're opening ourselves up to either be attacked or to be, to invaded, to be crossbred, whatever the fuck it is. We're opening ourselves up in a way that you can't come back from, like going on Tinder for the first time.
Yes.
I don't think that if there is alien life form out there, I don't think it's gonna be a malicious attack on us.
But it
Because
very
we're looking-
well could be.
We're looking at this from a human perspective.
Well, no. Okay, like let's say we found intelligent life,
Because
but their entire society and culture was something revolving around deadly combat sports, right? And that was very near and dear to them. And it was like survival of the fittest all throughout the millennia. And it's like dictators and all kinds of other shit, right? They see us and they bring their culture and their mindset to us, where they have to dominate us to prove that they're the more dominant life form. Especially since we're the first people they've ever communicated with.
that's just, I feel like that's watching too many movies.
I know,
No,
but like that's a very realistic possibility, and that's why people write movies about it, because it could either be Star Wars or it could be The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Independence Day.
There's never not one in between, bro. It's either that or this.
And that's why it's so
I
interesting.
feel like there's no peaceful outcome if aliens were to ever invade.
I feel like
Because-
there will be.
No, well, you have to think, bro. It depends on what terms they come on.
Like, what would we do if we found intelligent life, but we were more advanced and we made plans to like meet them in the next 100, 200 years? When we get there, realistically, what are we going to do? Because I know us.
Learn.
No, well, yeah, we'll learn, we'll study, but at some point, we're going to fight those motherfuckers because that's what humans do. When the colonizers came from Europe to colonize, America, it started off friendly. It started off as like a mutual thing, and then we know how that turned out. And it's the same with all the invasions all throughout human history.
Well, no, it's not just that, bro. It's scary because we don't have nothing to offer. If they have made it to our planet,
Yeah, what
to
do
be
we
able
give
to
them?
talk with us,
Water.
what do
That's
we
that's
have?
what
History, maybe?
water.
No,
That's
not
what
even that.
every alien movie says. Water.
I feel like the worst thing we could do is give them history. Because let's say they learn.
I'll get to you, but
Let's
go
say
ahead.
they learn about slaves, bro. Now they have ideas.
Mhm.
And to think, right, they're more intelligent than us. They'd probably just be like, let's just take these motherfuckers and do what they did with them.
If they're more intelligent than us, they wouldn't do slaves. But at the same time, like you said, if they were more intelligent than us, they could do whatever they want with us.
Exactly.
And the same thing, though. What if we learn about something that we've never even considered as a species, and then we start to do that? You know? What if in their planet it became normal for them to start crossbreeding with different animals, and now they're all sort of hybrids, and they found a way for us to do it too, and bestiality became a normal thing. Next thing you know, cats and dogs are fucking, and it turns wild. It can literally be anything and everything. And why would they ask for water when you can literally create it?
Yeah, you could literally create it. That was crazy though. They could.
Have you not seen The Martian? He created a water manufacturing machine and then blew it up.
True. I don't know. Ask the stupid alien movie writers.
I
we can't-
would
we
if
can't
I
actually-
could. I fucking would, because they have no creativity.
What would you say? Why would they come here?
Huh? History, knowledge.
That's stupid. They're
Because it's realistic.
Okay, then.
We want to believe that we're special and that they're going to come to kill us or breed with us or whatever the fuck. More than anything, if we run into an alien race, we're going to be interested in each other. We're going to learn from each other. And, you know, depending on the type of alien race, they could very well move on after that. It could be like a one-stop shop. Boom, get some information. We'll never hear from them again.
Okay.
And then how would we contact them?
Yeah. Devin, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And this is going to be out of pocket a little bit.
Let it be. I don't care.
Okay, so let's say, right, there's I
know where he's going with
Yes.
this direction.
Yes.
there's a no,
yes.
no, hear
I
me
would
out.
risk it. Nope. I would do it. I don't
Let's say
give a
there's
fuck.
a human. Let's say there's another alien life form, but they have human-like qualities.
Yes.
And a
Yes.
woman one steps out.
Yes.
She's 10 out of 10.
Yes.
No, hear me out.
Yes.
And she says, "Hey, let's do it."
Yes.
But after you do it, you're gonna die.
Yes.
You're wildin'.
Yes.
You're wildin'.
I know. But you know what? I would do it porn style. I'd have an entire cast and crew in there, and we would monitor my brain activity, her brain activity, and we
so
would
this is
learn from it.
experimental.
Yeah,
This
if
is-
I'm gonna die, but she's still willing to do it, I'm gonna get all the information I can from my race, and I'm gonna go out fucking swinging. And that's gonna be the world's most popular porn video of all time because it's gonna be the most important porn video of all time.
So you become a sinner and a dummy at the same time.
And
I like
a
it.
hero.
I like it.
I beat
Yes.
Johnny Sins with one video.
Johnny Sins is
Borg,
wild.
you never answered my question about on Discord.
Which one was it? Again, my bad.
If you had a chance to go explore other galaxies, but the moment you leave,
He said yeah.
no, he didn't.
Oh no, Hector did.
MZ?
I never asked Hector.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
I
did.
think Hector just heard the question. As
Okay,
he
I
was
don't mean to
saying.
interrupt. Go ahead.
As I was saying, let's say you had the chance to go explore other galaxies, but the moment you leave this Earth, this atmosphere, the world explodes and everyone dies. Would you do it?
Yeah, you did ask me this. Okay, on one thing, right? Unless I'm truly prepared for a trip and a journey,
You are 1,000,000%.
I know where I'm going. I know.
you have all the material you have all the food.
Wait, you know where you're going to and all that?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm
that
like
makes it even better.
So I'm like the only one on the ship. There's no
Only
one to
one.
repopulate.
Maybe
nobody.
you could bring one person to help repopulate the
Ooh.
human race.
I have all the food I need. All the
All
stuff.
the food, all the knowledge, all the weaponry, everything, all the fuel.
No, I couldn't do it. Not
Ooh.
so one right. There's two things in this, right? For my answer. One, if I do it, and I go out and I find no other life forms, then I've essentially messed
but Borg,
up.
there's an infinite amount of galaxies. There has to be at least one.
Okay, but that's the problem. What if there is none?
There, like
Mathematically, yes. Mathematically proposing, there has to be other life forms.
okay, no, if there isn't, then you just explored the whole Milky Way, and then
now-
everything past the Milky Way.
And now I sent about 8.8 billion people to King Kumbaya
There
in
you
heaven.
go, bro. That's what I'm saying. Eternal rest. All suffering is over at that point, and now
Yeah.
it's just you. I'll
Now-
carry the
but now
burden
I-
of the world on my back.
But now I didn't even get them to do the 7 seals. I didn't even get them to do the 7 bowls, the 7 trumpets.
I mean, God would be tripping
Lucifer's
because he'd
don't
be
be-
like,
Lucifer's don't be like, hey, it's time. Hey, bro, where the earth at, bro? Like, there's nothing to be nowhere for nobody to come by.
and he did all of that without even having to leave yet. And then once he's leaving and starting his adventure, there's so much more he could do.
I wouldn't do it personally because I'd rather leave it to somebody else to do that.
Like him.
Devin would do that shit in a heartbeat.
Hell yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat.
But
I gotta.
watch. Devin would realize his mistake badly.
No, if I could bring a person, I'm chilling.
No, but like let's say, like I told you last time, let's say you have kids.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You mean that's wild? My kids would fucking do it too. I'm sure most people, realistically, if given that option, would do it. And why wouldn't you? I wouldn't even blame them for
Bro,
it.
8 billion
I would kill
people-
them for that
Bro,
opportunity.
8 billion people on your mind is crazy. That you have to think about that for the rest of your life. I just killed 8 billion people.
Why would I have to think about that for the rest of my life? I don't even think about them on a day-to-day basis.
That's a lie. So Devin,
You think I think about 8 billion people on a day-to-day basis?
No, but you think about 5, the
Devin.
people you truly care about.
I think
Devin,
about
so let
like
me-
2.
Okay,
Devin.
2.
so let me put it like this: you leave knowing that me, Eddie, and everybody, your mom,
everybody.
your dad, your
Everybody.
sister, your brother, they die.
Because you did that.
You're wilding. No, you wouldn't.
What are you talking about? I would.
He's a liar.
Bro, you give me an outlandish situation, I give you an outlandish answer, and you're mad at me.
I'm just saying you're
Nah,
wild.
nah. In that situation, I'm fucking taking it. I'm leaving. If you guys die, you die. But I get to explore the galaxy.
You selfish.
Motherfucker
I don't
gonna
give
end
a
up.
fuck.
You gonna
Okay,
end
wait.
up.
I got a weird question for you guys because I've thought about this way too many times in the middle of the night, and this kind of ties into it.
Okay.
How can two people populate an entire planet?
That I've thought about that too before.
Because I know they say you only need two people, but realistically, you would need at least three. Because
Incest.
at some point, incest.
That's the only way.
Yeah, but then incest leads to inbreeding, which leads to deformed humans, and you wouldn't make it past 5 generations. Unless you're having like 30 children, but at the same time, those 30 children are going to have sex with each other. You're going to have to watch your daughter fucking your son?
Well, okay.
Hell no. Or you're going to have to fuck your daughter?
So think about it, bro.
Nah, that's
Think
wild.
about it. Everybody descended from Adam and Eve.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I've thought about
well,
it.
no,
Because
didn't Adam and Eve have certain powers?
Did they?
I don't know.
They've
I'm
never
asking
been
you.
stated to have certain powers.
No.
Well, because Adam lived to be like 920.
Or their lifespan was completely different back then, yeah. Which I think helped the process of, populating the world.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if we get two people, we put them on a deserted planet, and we leave. They have everything they need for life, right? There's nothing they need to worry about, for survival. We leave for 100 years and come back. You think we're gonna find a planet full of people, or you think it's gonna be dead?
I feel like
500.
500 years. Okay, 500 years probably.
100 just jumped into my head, but like 500 years, I think we'd come back to a dead planet.
No.
You think it'd
It'd
be
just be a bunch of
hillbillies?
So
Bunch of hillbillies.
So Adam and Eve were endowed with special abilities and powers above and beyond.
Well, God made them
like Buzz Lightyear.
Well, no, they had him. He gave him powers to not deal with the situation with inbreeding.
I mean, yeah, if God is putting two people on the earth, but that makes sense. But if the world were to die, and it was two people left alone, like the scenario where the last two people on earth, there'd be no point.
Yeah.
Unless
I mean, you still have a chance.
Well, no, you could fuck all you want. You could start a family and watch your family die, but
so what I'm saying
there's
is
no point.
What I'm saying is, yeah, there's that, but only so far down the line does it that you're not related no more, technically speaking.
Oh no, this is wild. You're pitching incest on my show.
No, okay, hear me out, bro.
No,
Nah,
I know it's like 1 in the morning, but that's wild.
No, well, so but you have to think.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like we were going.
You have to think, bro. Only so far down to think about it. Once your people start branching out and there's more people, that's when it's
okay.
like,
It's the process of getting there, though.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Plus, that's a lot to ask.
Borky, you ask us an outlandish question, we'll give you an outlandish.
Okay, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be disgusted by it.
No, I'm disgusted by it too. But I'm disgusted by it too.
By your answer.
Yeah, okay, but that gives me the right to be disgusted. So shut up and let me interrogate him.
Eddie, he'd kill us off with an instant. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Eddie.
Eddie is wild.
Bork.
What?
You're telling me you would deal with the consequences of getting to that point where you guys are barely not even related anymore? Meaning you would have to either put that girl that you're with through countless births, or you'd have to watch your offspring have sex with each other. No, not watch them, but
that's weird. That's weird to say you watch them.
They're having sex with each other. So in a sense,
I'd rather have that than have a 8 billion body count.
A fucking 8 billion.
I'll
deaths.
take the 8 billion any fucking day. I am not having sex with my family like that. That's wild.
That's wild. I mean, you kill everybody in O Block. You kill everybody from the streets of Atlanta. You kill your mom, your dad.
Yeah, you kill your mama. That's fucked up.
That's messed up. You're a sinner at that point.
I'm doing the best thing I could ever do for her. That's freeing her from a world of pain and suffering.
And
occasional happiness.
That's wild. Eddie, he didn't even care about us when he said it.
No, when I originally asked him in a heartbeat, he's like, "Yep."
That's so wild. He said it quick too. He was
he didn't even have to think about it.
Yeah. Because I've already fantasized about leaving this world. I can't stand it here.
Okay, like how Bork said, let's say there's no life form at all. Mm-hmm. You explored 1 billion galaxies.
and not one had a single life form, how would you feel afterwards?
Oh, I'd be fucking pressed. I'm not gonna lie, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna jump on the opportunity to get to see that, because you're telling me that it's a possibility, but that is not the outcome. And even if it is the outcome, being able to explore however many planets for the rest of my life, that's all my life is dedicated to at that point. Finding beautiful planets day after day after day, and then maybe, you know, choosing one to spend the rest of my life on. That sounds amazing.
No, that's just more problems.
Yeah, that's a lot more problems.
I'd rather deal with that. Give
I
me a
feel like
nice
that.
ship with a bunch of music and the One Piece manga series complete. I'm chilling.
No, because that's just gonna bring
Yeah,
reminders of the people you killed.
It wouldn't
No,
even be
it would just, I would be living with Luffy and Zoro in the
No, but I mean the
stars.
music.
it wouldn't
the
even be
music?
complete.
Logic. Oh my god, I miss Logic.
You'd kill
Yeah, I
kill
miss
off
Logic, but I'd still have the song, so.
You wouldn't have his last album though. Or imagine he was like, "That's my last album," and you kill him off.
It's like we were talking about earlier. Coming to terms with an artist's death and realizing they're not making music anymore is basically what I'd have to do. And then once I'm over that, I'm chilling. Oh no, Logic's dead. That really sucks. Yeah, but I still have all his music and I can
And
enjoy it.
that's in repeat. That's gonna get old.
Now the repeat is gonna be insane.
There's gonna be no more One Piece.
Yeah, but I'll have the whole story.
Yeah, but that you read a billion times.
I don't
already.
want One Piece to go on forever. I want it to end. I don't want it to turn into like a situation where he's dragging it out to drag it out.
Well, he
They
has
already
to.
So
did that.
eventually,
Devin, there's no other way.
no, but I'm saying eventually One Piece is gonna end, and
Yeah.
I'll be satisfied with that, and I'm gonna keep rereading it. And even though I'm 60 years old and there hasn't been any new One Piece, that's not gonna take away my enjoyment for the original series.
Yeah. Well, there's no other.
Just like Twilight Zone, I love the original Twilight Zone to death. I've seen that entire show like maybe 20 times, and just because they haven't been able to replicate it in our modern day in the way it was, you know, originally, doesn't take my enjoyment away from it.
See, I don't know about you guys, but I hate rewatching stuff
I love it.
because I don't get the same enjoyment from the first time.
Nah, if like I get what you're saying. Because when I first I tried to rewatch Black Clover to get the same nostalgia that I felt like watching it when I first watched it, but I just couldn't do it.
Like I was watching
Black Clover is goated.
some cartoon movie, and I remember being so sad.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer?
No,
That one's funny though. That one's funny.
no, it was like it had to be like SpongeBob or something.
Oh, okay.
And I remember being younger and thinking that this was the greatest thing in the world. And I rewatched it now that I'm older, and it fucking sucks. I rewatched Endgame, favorite movie of all time. I don't get the same goosebumps I did before.
No, but you're not going to get that with anything.
So what's the point of rewatching stuff?
To appreciate it for what it is, you know? I'm not going to cry the same way I did when I watched Good Will Hunting for the first time, but rewatching it again gives me a new perspective on it, just like re-listening to songs. There's realistically no point for us to continuously re-listen to a song for the rest of our lives, but we all do it because we enjoy the song. And you're not going to be able to cry the same way to certain songs or laugh the same way.
But it's gonna ruin the enjoyment.
It is.
What?
It is.
Like
for you, yeah, but for me, it enhances the experience. There are some things that I would like to not revisit all the time, but there are other things that I'll revisit constantly. Like I'm replaying The Witcher. I replayed Red Dead Redemption 3 times. I re-listened to I re-listened to old podcast episodes that I liked from old shows. You know, I enjoy reliving experiences.
like rewatching something after like 5 years of not watching it. I get it, but like if you watch the Twilight Zone 20 times, that gets too fucking old.
It gets
after the
repetitive.
5th one.
Why?
Yeah.
I've been watching the Twilight Zone continuously throughout my entire life. It's
He's
not
wild.
like this year and then in a couple of months, you know, and then in a couple of months. It's like I spread it out. But I'm going to continuously go back to that show for the rest of my life because I enjoy what they did and I appreciate it as its own standalone thing.
That was a trooper for that one, bro.
You are, because
Yeah,
I would have cut it out for 5.
I've
Not
rewatched
even
Cheers
that.
like 3 times in the last few years. I rewatch Seinfeld all the time.
I can't do that to stuff I like.
Why?
It's
You re-listen to music daily?
and I do, but I'm starting to get sick of it.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, sometimes you crave like the feeling of something new, but at the same time, you can learn to appreciate old stuff. It's just we get too satisfied with having new things available to us constantly that we forget to appreciate what we have.
No, but what I'm saying is, for me, the way my mind works is the reason why people rewatch stuff is to redo that enjoyment the first time, to redo the original thing again.
Mm-hmm.
But if you keep listening to the same song every single day, 24/7, I guarantee you by day 2 that song's gonna be.
Well, who the fuck would want to listen to one song 24/7?
You know what
for
I
2
mean?
days?
Me.
What? Well, I mean, I'll bump songs, consistently back to back, but like nothing like that. I don't take it to an extreme. When I enjoy these different types of media,
No, but watching something 20 times, that's taking it.
That's
to an extreme.
that's extreme.
throughout my
Devin.
entire life. Okay, like let me explain it here so you guys have an understanding. Okay, 20 is like a ballpark number, but it's definitely up there because I believe it was my tata that introduced me to the show, and my tata was a very habitual man who, being the complete opposite of somebody like yourself, only rewatched and watched movies that he had already seen. I never saw him watch anything or indulge in anything new his entire life. He only, he would discover something, and if he liked it, then it was raps.
Devin, I'm like that. When have I ever done anything new?
You don't do anything new when it comes to experiences with life because you don't want to put yourself out there. But in terms of media, you constantly absorb new media.
Devin, I haven't even watched.
So you're telling me that you can't rewatch a movie because it ruins it for you, and I'm telling you my tata only watched movies that he had seen 100 times, and you're telling me that's the same?
No, but I'm saying that coming from a person who doesn't like new things, it's stupid that we redo. It contradicts itself. I know, but
it's just your mindset. I understand that, but you can have different mixes of it, and so for me, I was raised by somebody who enjoyed, watching the same movies over and over again, and it helped me, create how I enjoy my media. And that's just how I do it. He introduced me to the Twilight Zone. He rewatched the same shit over and over again. So it ended up being that as a child, I was just watching Indiana Jones, Bruce Lee, the Twilight Zone, and things like that over and over again, against my will, and it helped me become who I am. So now I'll rewatch shows constantly for the enjoyment of it and to appreciate what it is as a piece of art, especially as an artist, because then I can recognize things that they did and appreciate it the more I develop as an artist and as a person. The symbolism, the themes, the writing, the dialogue, everything about it.
Man, you look too much into it.
I do. Yeah, probably.
You look way too. You go too deep in it.
I can't, there's certain things that I can't do anymore. I can't listen to podcasts anymore.
Really?
Yeah, because now I just listen to it as a technical thing. I'll listen to how they construct their show, the intro, how long the intro is, how it distracts, why they have their mic over here, what kind of mic they're using, why they send that kind of sentence. Does it engage with the audience more? I just look way too into it, and
it's like a word thing. It's like a word thing now.
Yeah, and so me enjoying media like that plays into the work thing because I enjoy it, but then I start looking at it from an artist perspective, and it helps me enjoy it even more.
I tried doing it too with the podcast, and it doesn't work with our show.
What do you mean?
Because I mentally take notes on how Joe Rogan does his podcast and how he talks to people, and I try bringing that same oomph to this show, and it doesn't work.
Don't be yourself.
Yeah, be you, bro.
Our people already re-listen to our episodes. Old episodes will pop up in our rotation, and they'll be getting played back to back to back for a few days or weeks. So whatever it is we're doing that we've tapped into, people will enjoy it. So don't try to mimic Joe Rogan. We have our own thing here. We have our own Borquez. We use that to our advantage. Hey, yo.
Use it to your advantage. What you mean by that, bro? Nah, so now that we're on the topic, or now that let's switch topics real quick, bro. I gotta tell you about Coachella.
Oh, yeah, you wanted to tell us about
I wanted to talk to y'all about Coachella because, I feel like all three of us have not been to Coachella.
I've never been to Coachella, and I just went to my first festival, and it was nothing like Coachella.
Let's
I never been to Coachella, but I never want to go to Coachella.
I really think now as a religious person,
You can't go back.
You can go. You can go.
Coachella always has shitty artists, anyways. So.
Yeah, for the most
I don't know. This year's lineup, I liked it. That little fuck.
It was
Wait, before you start, do you mind if we do a quick ad break so I can take a piss and then we'll get into Coachella?
Yes.
Okay, Eddie, can
I'm not gonna pause it
Oh yeah, we're not pausing
because
Ben-
whenever we have 3 mics, it's fucked.
Yeah, okay. Then sign us off, Bork. Say something.
I love y'all.
Okay. And now, time for a word from our sponsor, Dubby. Dubby is a powder-based energy drink designed to be a great tasting boost that's not going to leave you jittery or crashing. It's got 150 milligrams of caffeine, and it's packed full of vitamins to help you get through your day. It's perfect for gamers or people who are just looking for a quick boost. Like I've said before, I use it before I go to the gym, and I'm in love with it. All of their caffeine is pulled from natural resources, and it just gives me a boost that regular energy drinks don't provide. So, if you'd like to try out Dubby, use code MOONMEN at checkout to save yourself 10% off. That's code MOONMEN to save 10% off at checkout. I've been drinking the Galaxy Grenade flavor, and it's one I really enjoy, but they have a wide selection of flavors for you to try. And they have some really nice shakers. So, if you're interested, go check out Dubby and use code MOONMEN. Thanks again to Dubby for sponsoring the show. No. Nah. And you just swiped on a... You just swiped on a bar. Was she bad, though?
Bork, bring us in. Bring us back in.
Oh, no, we're in. We're in already. I'm just going to cut some of this out. But I think this is a good way to come back to the show. Look at him. Look at him. He's all... Wait, we got that?
That was a wild.
Bork, how'd you do that? Oh.
What you mean?
He was all...
No, the mic. Because for the longest time, we put it in front of our eyesight. Why don't we do this?
I try to keep it right here.
I just lowered.
Plus,
this
you don't
part
want
down.
it too low because then whenever you breathe out your nose, it's going to
That's
land
true.
right in the mic.
Oh, yeah. This episode's going to suck because I've been mouth breathing.
Yeah, and you've been
That's why I have it.
coughing.
That's why I just have it like this. So that way.
You know, it's bad for you to mouth breathe.
Well, sorry, my nose is fucking clogged.
I know. Do you mouth breathe normally?
No.
Do
No.
you?
I used to. I had a big habit with it.
You gotta
But-
work. What is it? Tongue posture?
Yeah, I used to have a big habit with it, but now I'm just focused on keeping my lips closed,
Mhm.
so that way I could just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Plus, it's like if you mouth breathe, it just,
yeah, you just look dumb.
yeah, you just, yeah.
No disrespect to
Some
all the
people
mouth
just-
breathers out there, but
So I hate how some people just like stereotyped it with, or added like, oh, if you're a mouth breather, you're dumb. It's
You
like,
are.
how, bro? I know some mouth
You don't
breathers
have
that
enough-
are smart as fuck.
you don't have enough brain capacity to keep your tongue on the top of your mouth and to keep your lips closed. But two, because you always look lost and
Yeah.
clueless.
Yeah.
That's why I try and keep my mouth closed, bro. Because it's like,
I mean,
plus it's better etiquette too. It's better.
it is better etiquette, and
'Cause-
this isn't to shit on mouth breathers. You know, this is all fun here. We're all having fun.
Yep.
But
Honestly,
it
like-
does help your facial structure too,
Yeah.
on how you close your mouth and how
Because
you
you-
sleep. Like
Yeah.
if you sleep and you breathe through your mouth, a lot of people started taping that up for the facial structure shit. I don't need
Really?
to do that, but because you could have perfect facial posture all day long, keep your tongue and your mouth closed or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then if you're asleep 9 hours a night, your mouth is open. It's
Yeah.
gonna destroy all your work.
Yeah.
But anyways, no one gives a fuck. Let's move on to Coachella because the time is a ticket.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should talk about your festival, how it was, because you have some stories.
I got some stories from Vegas for the boys,
Oh.
not show appropriate.
Oh goodness gracious!
I mean,
Did you tell him one of the
okay,
stories?
I told him I'll give you a context here. Okay, I told him some of the festival stories, and I told him a little bit about the strip club and a little bit about boys' night out.
that strip
Yeah.
club is crazy.
Yeah.
But shut up. I didn't tell him everything about the concert or the strip club. So I mean, what do you want to know about it? Because it's pretty similar to Coachella. It's just
Okay, well,
yours
so-
is way more well planned.
I'll tell my Coachella one. Okay, so
Okay,
Coachella-
first off, ass everywhere, right?
That's an understatement.
Did you see any celebrities?
Well, okay, so realistically, I wasn't staring at,
Fuck my question.
ass and
Wait,
none of that.
he asked a question.
My bad, Eddie.
Vork,
I was gonna answer his shit, and then I was
hold on. Am I fucking mute or something when I talk for
No,
some
I
fucking?
understand his mindset. He wants to answer mine before he gets to yours.
I want to take one question at a time. That's my bad. I was gonna answer you. I'll answer you really quick, Eddie. My bad. It's just I like taking one question at a time so that way I can. Like, I heard it, though. I heard it.
do an acknowledgement so that he doesn't get sad.
I'm going to just point at him. I'm going to point at him, and then I'm going to be talking to you.
Yeah. You'll be
Okay.
like...
I'll feel much better when you do that.
I should.
I kind of saw it in his face sometimes. Like, he would say something, and you would ignore him, and he kind of looked like... sad because he's getting dissed.
No, well, I can hear his question from my left ear.
Oh, so you're choosing not to fucking answer it?
No, I gotta answer one.
I know, but once you answer his, you just jump on to the next thing.
My bad, Eddie. Nah, if we're talking about that, celebrities I seen Becky G at one point. I seen Rosalia at one point.
I mean in the crowd, not
in the crowd.
Yeah. Oh, see, I thought you meant in the crowd.
Nah.
Did you see my girlfriend?
I seen Tyga. I seen YG. I seen A Boogie.
Was Valkyrie there?
Nah,
Valkyrie was there.
So I was.
Did you see only JS?
Okay, so let me put it like this. I was security for
her.
Coachella, right? I was security for Coachella, and they had us pull like this after night party, right? And I'm gonna be honest, that shit was whack. That shit was the worst thing I've ever been to.
The after party?
Yes, bro. It was just
Was it all the security guards or like the workers or
no, bro? It was like 12 workers, me included.
No.
From after we just did like 14-hour shifts, right? It was like from 2 to 6.
No.
Dead. Right? So anyways, like it wasn't a problem to me, right? Like this is easy. The problem was the music that they was playing. Like it was like white rave music.
Like what? Like give me an artist.
Like the same beat over and over again, bro.
Oh, like a
Yes, bro. Yes. And then what they would just do is probably add like a drum to it for the next song.
Then they'd have Eddie come in and do a couple ad libs and
no, not even ad libs, bro. There was not a single word said in the whole thing.
Fuck.
Throughout the whole set that was going on for 4 hours, bro.
Damn, that's a bad.
And it's just straight white people. I'm like, bro, I am in the wrong vicinity.
Wait. I don't know how we got on this, but did you see any celebrities in the crowd?
Yeah, so that's why I was getting into entailing the after party. Is I saw A Boogie with the hoodie. He was there.
Really? At the after party?
Yeah, he was there cross-faded as a motherfucker.
At the after party?
Yeah.
And you're saying this is the worst after party you've ever been to?
Well, okay.
Boogie is kind of dated now.
Yeah,
A
but
Boogie,
like you
well,
gotta
look.
see him in person faded.
Look, bro, I fuck with A Boogie, but it was just like so out of place. I'm like, bro, what are you doing at this white ass party, bro? Like, I'm serious, bro, because it was just straight white people. The only black people there was realistically him, YG, Tyga, and like the people he was with.
Wait, they were all there too?
Yes.
What kind of weird ass after party is this? Some random
I don't
white
know.
security guards playing rave music from the 2000s, and then all these rap artists.
But I was telling you, bro, when they said after party, and this is like the second day of Coachella, so Blackpink was performing. My wives, they was performing, so I'm thinking like
I said to record them for me, you dumb bastard. You
did.
You never sent me anything?
I'll show you them after we get done.
Show me afterward. I
But
fucking love
bro,
them,
so right,
bro.
I was geeked. I'm like, bro, they about to be at this after party. This gonna be lit. Hell nah. They pulled up. They're like, oh, here's the host of the party. Yada yada yada. And I was like, these white motherfuckers, bro. Like nothing against white people. I was like, come on, bro.
Wait, what do you mean? Blackpink pulls up, and then what happened?
No. They didn't pull up at all. So I was like, wow, that's wild. Because I thought the whole time, like, they were gonna be there. So I was excited, and then I found out they weren't there. And like, not to say that Tiger and YG and A Boogie aren't cool, but like it's so
if you're
weird.
about to meet Blackpink, like,
No,
I don't want to meet A Boogie afterwards.
Yeah, like no, well, it's just so weird, like seeing them out of place.
Wait,
because we're talking about a dude from Compton, right? We're talking about a dude from like LA, and then we're talking about a dude from New York. Why are they in this place with all kinds of white people, bro? Why y'all
a Korean
associated
band
with it?
was supposed to come to, you know?
Bork, you forgot to point at me.
I heard you.
What would be your Riz line
Riz line?
Blackpink?
for Blackpink?
Assuming they have enough enough English to understand what
Well,
you're
no.
saying.
So
Because I know 3 of them speak English, or 2
4
of
of
them?
them. So 4 of them are trying. So the 3 of them are fluent, and then I think the one of them is teaching her how to the last one to be fluent.
Mm.
Either way, that's kind of impressive, bro. They learned Korean when they didn't know it. Low key is kind of tough.
No, that's hella tough. But what's your Riz Up line?
You come here often?
Konnichiwa.
That's racist as fuck.
It's not, because I know Japanese.
Yeah, but they're
But
not
they're Korean.
Japanese.
Okay, but they know
You
Japanese.
idiot.
They made a whole album in Japanese.
But that's oh my. Okay, I guess it's just you're assuming. I don't know. Is that racist? Do they really speak Japanese?
Yes.
Well, it doesn't.
Well,
matter.
they have
Okay,
concerts
then
in
it
Japan.
wouldn't be racist.
No, it
because-
would, because they're looking at him like
But then that would be racist for them to assume that he doesn't speak Japanese
Yes,
because
it
of the way
would.
he looks.
It
no,
would.
but like it's like someone
'Cause
coming
Blackpink racist.
Because look,
confirmed?
it opens the door for a lot of things. I.e., I can speak to them in Japanese, or I can speak to them in Spanish, or I can speak to them in English.
But you don't know a lick of Japanese or Spanish.
Cállate.
I know that, bitch. Okay, but how
Okay,
would
but
it be
that's-
racist for him to?
I know.
because
Elaborate.
from their perspective, they're seeing this tall Mexican guy.
Tall.
Oh,
You're tall.
Eddie, I love you. Thank you.
And
This
you know, sure.
this tall Mexican guy coming up to me and speaking Japanese just because I look Japanese. It's like saying he comes up to me speaking Spanish even though I know English.
Yeah, but if you've been confirmed to speak Spanish, like they have, because they're on a public scale, right? They're on a public platform with millions of monthly listeners,
Multitude.
multi-million listeners, right? And they've made an album in Japanese and they play in Japan. Would it be unreasonable for them to be upset that somebody comes up to them speaking Japanese?
And you know what's crazy though?
Just
Even-
like if, oh, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off,
No,
but
no,
like
you're good.
if you walked up to Bad Bunny and started speaking Spanish, is that fucking racist? Even if he chooses to speak English more often or something like that? I don't think he does, but you know, it's the
Okay,
same thing.
I see what you're coming from.
I thought it was racist at first too, but I completely forgot that
No,
they
like,
do Japanese songs.
Yeah, they've had Japanese, like they made a whole song in Japanese. So that
But
way
he
they
is
can go to
racist,
Japan.
low key, like to some other
Who?
people. You,
Yeah, it could be. That's why I have to learn more so that way I can speak full sentences.
Anata wa
Okay,
watashi
whatever.
no
The Riz
subete
line.
desu.
What is it?
That's literally it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I'm literally just saying hello in Japanese. That's it. I'm telling
Honestly,
you,
the best
I
Riz
feel like-
lines are just you saying hi.
I feel like that's the only thing you can do because everything else is I'm fumbling. That's it. Stuttering.
Really? You think?
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. If Rose ever pulled up, I'm fumbling. I'm fumbling.
You know,
Lisa fumbling. Jenny fumbling.
I'm not.
Jisoo
fumbling.
especially fumbling. I'm sorry. I'm fumbling. I'm stuttering.
I'm not fumbling. I got it.
So
They're fine. They're attractive.
give me a name.
Becky G.
No, I mean
Oh,
from
baby, I'm
Blackpink.
Oh, I don't know the names.
Oh,
what's
Bork.
the? There's 2 brunettes, huh?
Your favorite one, Bork. What's your favorite one?
Don't say it like that. Who's your favorite artist?
Who's your
They're
favorite
not
member?
objects. Eddie.
Who's your favorite member?
Who's your
Okay, so
favorite
now-
one?
so now-
Who's your favorite Power Ranger?
That's very misogynistic.
Red.
Eddie's about to become known as misogynistic.
I've never seen Power Rangers. I can't.
Choose a color.
Nah.
Cool.
Okay. So now that they all have solo albums out, now it kind of helps.
You really be listening to them like that, and
Yes.
you're over here playing that other shit in the car?
Bro, I can play rap shit in the car and be like that on the other side.
No,
Man,
I get it. I
sometimes
get
you
it.
need
But like,
listen-
why the fuck? I asked for Scarlord like 9 times, and I didn't get a single song.
Sorry, Devin. I don't feel like dying today.
I asked you to play that one ESTG song yesterday, And not only did you put it on, but you put it on an hour after I asked and then turned it off 30 seconds into the song because you said it was garbage and
That
then put
shit is
another
trash.
ESTG song.
That shit,
And I'm
that-
like, that's not the point. I requested a song,
Devin.
right? If you were in my car and you asked for a song, I wouldn't change it halfway through.
Devin, as a driver, I have full rights to turn off a trash ass song.
And
Correct.
as a passenger, I have full right to complain about your trash ass music taste.
Sorry, passenger prince, it doesn't work around here this way.
I'll be a fucking passenger person.
Now-
I'll be a fucking angry
now-
one too. How the fuck are you not gonna give me at least one song and then put on that garbage?
You know what? You know, bro. Next time, I'm gonna just play straight Blackpink. How about that?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because
But now, okay. So
if
so,
you keep doing that shit, next time you get in my car, I'm playing straight death metal the entire time.
and that's okay, bro. I will literally I will hop out the car and scream at cars.
I will
What the fuck
too.
is going on?
I'll do it with you. You saw me when we went to EG's. I was laying down right in the fucking parking lot. I don't give a fuck.
I will literally go up to like the cashiers and be like head banging.
I've literally done my rock scream in the middle of a store.
That's not it.
I don't
we
care.
can go to the swap meet. And
I will go knock on somebody's door right
Borky,
now
Borky,
and ask them if they know who Blackpink is.
Nah, I got something in my eyes. All right, so going back to your question, Eddie, because we were ever so rudely interrupted.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
See, you're the one holding me off from answering Eddie. Look,
It's you.
I always knew Eddie was a better friend. He called me tall.
I don't lie to you.
Damn, Devin.
I don't lie to you.
Okay, so going back to your question,
Fuck
Eddie.
you.
I honestly, I don't think they're like not one's better because they all have their own like unique
What I'm trying
thing.
to say, Bork.
And I'm saying like
No. I think you misheard
Answer
my question.
Here we go.
Correct.
Here we go.
Bork,
Okay,
who do you find most attractive?
Okay, there you go. Look,
What
that's how you
member
had
do
to
you
say.
find most attractive? See, I forgot my
Rosé.
question. Rose?
Rose? Well, not because of her looks, but because of her accent.
Okay.
I'm falling.
Let's say
immediately.
after you say konnichiwa, and she says it back. What do you say after?
Nothing. I'm fumbling. I'm stumbling after that. Yeah. Sayonara. I'm saying sayonara. If you don't know what that means goodbye in Japanese. Sayonara. That's
Okay,
it.
I had to look it up real quick to refamiliarize myself. Jisoo is the hottest one.
Jisoo?
Yeah, Jisoo is the one that I fell in
You're
love
just
with.
sexualizing them at this point.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no,
Sub-
I can
sub
be
means something.
attracted to her physically, okay? Especially if they're going to put themselves on for display like that. They
Okay,
have no
so-
right to tell me how I'm going to view them if they're getting put on a public platform. That being said, Jisoo's hot as fuck, 9 out of 10.
Okay,
I
hear me
respect
out. Hear me out. Rose, I love her because love is crazy. Love is wild. I like her because her accent. I also like Lisa because she speaks 5 freaking languages. That's pretty lit.
That is pretty crazy.
And she knows how to dance. That in and of itself is crazy. I could be dancing cumbia and she'll know what that is and she'll learn it. And then Jenny, I like the way she dresses. I think she dresses cool. Like they all dress cool, but I like
That's
Jenny's
simping on
fashion.
her.
I like
Okay, wait.
Jenny.
I have 2 different transitions. I don't know which one to go with, so I'm going to use this. What are 3 of your guys' celebrity crushes that really like demonstrate your type here?
Okay.
Okay, that's
You know what's
that's a tough
wild?
one.
You know what's wild?
Say yours first. How about that?
I got you because I was gonna say I have a list
That's
I have to look at my
that's
follower
wild.
list.
with like 15 different. Women.
Okay, so they demonstrate our type.
Yeah,
essentially.
because like I think most people when they choose a celebrity crush, it's like their ideal type, right?
Oh, I
And the only-
got all of them right there. I got top 3.
So
You want to hear mine?
mine kind of really demonstrates a type.
Go ahead.
Victoria Pedretti.
Okay.
For those of you that aren't familiar, the girl from You Love, or the girl from Haunting of Bly Manor. Is it Bly Manor?
Yeah.
That girl. Cher Floyd, the
Mm.
girl who sang "Want You Back," especially in the music video. I would literally kill my own brother to have her.
That's
I told
wild.
him to his face, and he said, "I respect you for that." That's why he's my brother. All right, and then I was gonna use this one, but that's Eddie, so I'll say Melanie Martinez.
Melanie Martinez. I want to look up who that is.
You don't know who? Okay.
Wait, who were you gonna say?
Ana de Armas.
Melanie Martinez.
Oh no, you could have said her. It's fine.
Melanie Martinez is wild. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Honestly, during her K through 12 era, I just thought she looked really fine. But recently, she started shaving off her eyebrows and that kind of shit. So let me substitute that for Camila Cabello or Olivia Rodrigo. Basically, I just like light-skinned brunettes.
See, my top 3 celebrities, they're kind of all over the place.
Okay, what is it? Let me hear.
So Valkyrie.
Okay.
The streamer.
Valkyrie, Becky Lynch. She's a wrestler.
Becky Lynch.
I don't know. What that
Irish.
Yeah, she's Irish.
How do you know that?
I used to watch WWE. Chill out. What's the third one?
Whoa.
The third one, I'm still trying to look for it.
Why are you doing that with your eye?
Because I got some shit in my eye.
it looks like you're making a face.
It looks like I was winking at you, gay ass. Eddie, can I name my 3?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, at number 1, we have SZA.
Okay.
It's
I already
valid.
know where this is going.
Number 2, Salma Hayek.
Oh my
Devin, I can't believe you didn't say her.
No, she's on my list.
Oh.
But Ana de Armas before Salma Hayek. And Camila Cabello before both of them.
And at number 3 is very simply, very heartedly, Valkyrie.
Damn. You guys are going to have to fight.
I'm sorry, bro. Valkyrie,
I guess my last
Valkyrie
one is Sabrina
good.
Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter? Sabrina
Who-
Carpenter is
who?
not bad. She's
That
It's
name
pretty
sounds
good pick.
familiar. Who is that?
The girl from Girl Meets World. The
Yeah.
blonde one.
the blonde one. She was like the main character.
This is going to sound fucked
Okay.
up, but the girl with the chubby cheeks?
No.
No.
Wait, maybe.
Maybe. I think. I don't know. She was
You guys
blonde.
are copying each other.
He was copying you too.
Yeah.
Ooh, Anna Kendrick too. Oh my god, Anna Kendrick.
Scarlett Johansson wouldn't be a bad one either.
Her.
She wasn't bad.
I'm 1 million likes? Oh my god. You're gonna have to fight a lot of dudes for her, Eddie. And you
No.
two are gonna have to fight for Valkyrie.
At that point, I'll just switch.
Yeah.
At that point, I'll
I
just switch.
think I know who you're talking about. I never watched Girl Meets World.
Yeah, it was a weird spin-off. At that point, I'll just switch from Valkyrie to Pokimane.
Damn. I might have to fight
Speaking
you for that
about
one.
Pokemon,
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, Pokimane.
I know Pokimane especially hates to be sexualized and all that.
Yeah,
but
no.
I might have to fight you for her because
It's not even sexualizing her, bro. She's good
Oh,
looking.
Devin, cut this part out.
She's actually funny too.
is she?
Yeah, bro.
I've never watched any of her content. I'm
Cut-
still willing to fight you to
I
the
think
death.
I think she's just funny.
Devin,
in
cut
general.
this part out.
What?
I don't know why Valkyrie reminds me of your ex.
No.
How? Wait, which one?
No,
Their
which one?
big one.
How?
I don't know.
No,
Did,
I don't.
did
I
you
don't
see
think
my
so.
ex?
Yes, obviously.
They look completely different.
No, I'm not saying they look alike. They remind me of each other.
I don't
How?
think
Because
so,
of
bro.
how they act?
Yeah.
That's
Then I would recommend you not go anywhere near this bitch. Okay, I would recommend that you stay clear, turn around, and become gay.
I feel like that's a wild statement, Eddie. That's a wild statement.
Yeah. Okay, this is a wild statement. I'm gonna have to cut out. So yes. Yesterday, right? No, boy, stay with me. Yesterday, I noticed it. I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. I
What were you guys
noticed it.
talking about?
It hit it in the perfect light, and I was just like,
Bro, I'm telling you, the whole time bro, that's not a speck of blonde.
bro, it looked straight brown, and that's bad for me because, like I said, I only like brunettes, really.
Bro, that
You-
if she's actually
Wait, you guys never noticed that it's not actually blonde?
No, we noticed
it
it's
was
blonde,
actually
of
it was
course.
actually blonde at one point. I remember it being blonde at one point, but
And it is blonde. Like if you look at the individual hairs, like she showed me, if you look at the individual hairs, they're blonde. But for whatever reason, as a clump, it looks more brunette. Like mine will look more gray than it is
correct.
black.
No, it looks black.
Recently, it's been looking more black, but for a long time, people asked if my hair was like a dark gray.
A
It
lot
was
of people tell me I have black hair, but I have brown hair.
Yeah, see, it's just like that. But you know, she was just looking really good as a brunette, and I was like, oh my god, like
Wow.
I took notice, but not enough to do anything about it.
I
You know,
dare you to leave that whole part in.
the whole part.
That
I'm gonna
part.
cut out her name, but I'll leave it in.
Oh,
I dare you to leave it.
And I'll just
she's
say-
gonna know. She's gonna know who we are.
And I'll just say I noticed, but not enough to do anything about it. At least not yet.
What do you mean by that? Elaborate.
Exactly what I said.
Good
At least not yet.
Okay, so now going back to Coachella. My bad.
my
I never got.
Oh,
I never got to.
I
mention
met.
my
Wait,
bad.
I met one famous person at Sick New World.
Who was it?
I don't know. She was an influencer. That I'm not familiar with. But I met her. Like, I went to go get some quesadillas. I came back and I was sitting down. Right. I'm eating my quesadilla and it's falling out in like my mouth or everything. I saw this girl next to me. I'm like, oh, she's all right. She's kind of bad or whatever. So I found an excuse to talk to her. I was like, hey, what time's the concert? And we start chit chatting or whatever. And then I'm asking her about her bands or whatever. We talk for a good 5 minutes and then she leaves. And I'm like, later, I'll see you over there. And I turn and I look at my sister and she's flagging me down. So I walk over and she's all, do you know who you were just talking to? And I was like, no. And then she's all, it's this girl. And she pulls up her Instagram, 1 million or 30,000 followers. She pulls up her YouTube, 1 million followers, and on her TikTok she had like 5 million. I was like, yo, I was like,
Wait, so you were risen up an influencer?
I was
Crazy.
raising up an influencer that I had no idea was like famous. And then I asked my sister, I was like, what do you know about her? Where's she from? She's like, I don't know. I was like, how do you even know her? And she's like, I've been watching her videos for like a year. She does a lot of skin and hair care tutorial or whatever. Apparently she had curly hair, like really, really long curly hair. And then she cut it down and now she's bald. And a lot of people are upset with her for that because she would teach you how to maintain your curly hair.
Yeah.
If you guys know who I'm talking about, I was talking to that bitch. I rizzed her up. JK, I didn't rizz her up, but we were talking.
don't call her a bitch.
Yeah, no.
I was talking to that
Chick is
respectable female at the concert. I met
Nah,
her
he's
at the
just bullshitting.
concert. And then I saw her in the mosh pit and I waved and she waved and then I got pushed.
And you didn't pursue is crazy. That's a
Well,
bag.
no, because then I found out from my sister who looked it up that she's actually married.
Oh,
Good man.
And so the last way I want to raise up an influencer is by ruining her marriage.
Good man.
I mean, good clout for the show because the headlines. But at the same time, like, I didn't want to do that to Eddie because
Nah.
this is his show too.
Nah, and low key, bro. They
He's
would
like,
have been.
yeah.
They would have been disrespectful with the headline.
Mhm.
Low level podcast.
Wannabe podcaster.
chill, guys.
Ugly
My
ass
bad, Eddie.
dwarf ruined. Ugly ass homewrecker dwarf ruined a relationship. And I'm like, damn.
Eddie would have somehow been thrown into the headline.
Fat,
Eddie-
chubby.
The dwarf was influenced by the fat guy that he does the show with. And we're just sitting here like, damn.
Yes.
And you'd be like, are you fucking kidding me, Devin? Are you kidding me?
Devin, you did what?
So I met her, and apparently me and T.I. were right next to each other. We were in the same area, but I never saw him. I was like, T.I.? Or no,
T.I..
not T.I. Ice-T. I was like, that's crazy. Ice-T listens to rock like that?
Ice-T is wild.
And then apparently there's these famous YouTubers, not famous, but they're like really popular YouTubers who do rock content.
Mhm.
And they'll interview people on the street. Like if they're wearing a rock band t-shirt, they'll ask them to name the songs. One of those guys was there, and I didn't see him, but he was there.
That's wild to think about, bro. You see celebrities in all different avenues.
Bork, what's up with you? Coughing and then I cough.
Bro, chill, bro. What are we doing, bro? With rhythm? Nah, that's wild.
So I've raised up one celebrity in my lifetime. How many of you?
You didn't.
Wait. Two. There was another YouTuber.
Who?
Her name is Kamie's Playlist. I was raising her up on Insta. She's
Nah,
bad.
you have to show me the messages, bro.
I don't have them anymore.
Oh, that's such a-
He's a liar.
I don't, but I do have the comment that I left on one of her YouTube videos.
spell
And she liked
that
it, or what?
liked. I don't know. CAMIE Playlist, something like that. She's like a Puerto Rican Cuban YouTuber, up and
Makes
coming.
sense.
Did you find her?
Her?
Let me see. Let me see. I can't tell. That's about. You show me the worst
Okay, yeah,
pictures.
that was the first picture.
Yes, her.
Her, Bork.
But I mean, let's be honest here. I had no shot with that one.
Yeah, no shot. I
Don't say you have a shot, because I swear to God.
No, she's not even my type.
She is my type, which made
Yeah,
which
it
made
is. She is.
Oof, she's my type. I hate it.
No, I'm trying to think about that.
Kami, if you ever hear this, hit me up, man. You never answered my last message. It was kind of made me sad. I just can't be putting that shit out there on the internet like that. The internet. So at Coachella, nah, there's no way you're messaging her back right now.
Nah, I'm trying.
We're doing the show.
I'm trying to find this Australian YouTuber that is bad.
Which one?
She's like got glasses on and she be like,
Hey, I don't mean to fuck this whole flow up, but the last 10
You're
minutes...
about to fuck this whole flow up.
No, but the last 10 minutes would just be like, oh, look at this chick. She's bad. We gotta...
Okay.
We gotta stick to the Coachella
Okay.
because we gotta think of it from the
Yeah. Can you tell, if you're comfortable with it, can you tell us a little bit about some of these bribes that they were offering?
yes, vibes.
Yeah. So again, Bork worked security, and he was at very popular spots.
Yes, a lot of popular spots. There's a bunch of stages, bro. Have you ever seen the setup or the stages for how they set up Coachella?
Yeah, it's all spread out.
Yeah. So, of course, it's hot.
Mhm.
The place where it's at, I didn't think it was gonna be hot.
Did you guys have places to sit?
Yeah,
Not
like
that much,
backstage and stuff like that, like on coolers, stuff like that.
Okay, so it's pretty similar to ours.
Yeah, but we get breaks and stuff like that. But so, and we got like 230s for like eats. So we were supposed to get 230s for eats, and then like a few 15s just to like walk around, because you don't want to be security at Coachella and not, you know what I'm saying, actually not visit Coachella. That's weird, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you get any discounts?
Yeah, you could have. I could have, but I was low key.
No,
risen
yeah,
up.
he.
They
That's what he means.
I ain't gonna lie, I was low key risen up the food register people, bro. Some of that food is gas. But I ain't gonna lie, hold up, bro. $40 for 3 tacos is crazy.
That is crazy.
That is pretty
crazy, right? And like a medium horchata is crazy to me. That's the type of prices y'all looking at, bro. So like to actually go to Coachella is probably mad expensive, not for the tickets itself, but for the food, the drinks, bro. Like it was $5 for a water bottle.
Were your feet hurting by the end of the day?
The first day, yes. The second day, no. The third day, they were like accustomed, and so I did all 3 weeks. So like
all 3 days.
No, all 3. There's weeks.
There's
there's 2 weeks.
1 week.
Wait, it's a week? I thought it was days.
No, it's 2
No,
weeks.
So it's a weekend. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then, so they do that. They leave, right? Everybody packs up. And then next week, it's the same lineup. So like Bad Bunny played Friday. And then the next week, Friday, he plays again. And then he's done.
And
then
so
there's
what,
another
they move cities or what?
No. So then after that, they're done. Then next week after that is Stagecoach, where it's all country. So you have like your regular Coachella.
And so they have
country.
Coachella twice back to back, 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah.
That doesn't make. I've never seen no headlines for that.
So they give a chance for weekend 1 and weekend 2. There's a chance so that way people who couldn't afford weekend 1 can afford weekend 2.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like different times in the year or different times?
No,
like...
it's in the same. It's
in
back
the same,
to back.
Really?
So it's literally from like April 14th to such and such to April 21st to such.
That just
and such.
feels
So
weird
it's
to
like
me.
back. That's why I question it too. It's like it's weird, but I mean, it's reasonable because maybe people didn't want to pay for weekend 1. They're like, oh shit, like fuck it, I'm gonna pay. Beep.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Makes it less special.
Anyway, getting to the topic at hand. These bribes were extremely out of pocket.
Did someone offer to eat your ass?
Yeah, did they?
I would have immediately said no. So no, I would have kicked them out of my vicinity.
No one's ever done it to you.
But Devin, let me tell you, bro.
What about me?
So I was at.
Can you tell me?
He hates when the guests just call my name like that.
Yes. So I was at this EDC type of one from the first day, right?
And Eddie, let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
Okay, come on. Now we're cooking.
and Eddie and Devin. Let me tell y'all.
My name's came before yours.
Let me tell y'all. So they had me on. So they had me on the main stage, guarding the main stage, and my job was basically, hey, don't let nobody up onto the stage, right? And I'm like, man, chilling, and it's not that bad, you know what I'm saying? Because people got weed in them, some Molly, maybe some Xans,
ecstasy,
whatever the hell they was doing. So it's chilling. So probably alcohol, yeah. So they was chilling. So I seen this one chick and her friend Devin. I fumbled.
Eddie,
I dramatically fumbled on both of them.
How'd you fumble?
I had to say that separately because I had to let y'all both know I fumbled.
And now you just got yourself.
No, I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. I fumbled. So this chick was wearing like this little like white like crop top, but like she had it cut open to where like you could see her shit.
Okay.
Her shit's
Nah, that's wild.
Nah, there's no way. It's gonna
keep it down, bro. What are you doing, bro? You're mad.
He's sticking his hand in his fucking pants, and I'm supposed to keep it down.
Let him, bro. It's the homies, bro. It's the homies, bro.
I'm just gonna look over here. Do what you're gonna do. If you're gonna jerk it, jerk it. I'm just not.
So check.
Just don't come on me.
So she was kind of fine, bro. She was like up there. She was like white, but she was like rich white. I'll leave it to
like those white girls from White Girls.
So she had like e-girl status.
E-girl status.
Like e-girl look. You know what I'm saying?
Like goth girl.
Kind of.
Like straight e-girl. Like straight blush, e-girl. Makeup, everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was like, "Oh, like what's your name?" Yada. And it partially was because of the cologne I had on, because all I was doing was like reaching in, like to talk to them, you know what I mean? So they're kind of like in the whiff of the cologne or whatever the hell.
You're fucking slick for that. You've been finding a way to bring this up every fucking day. What cologne were you wearing?
I was wearing Citizen Jack.
Okay.
And that's a good one. That's a good one. Cheap one, but it's good.
How when you mean cheap, how cheap do you mean?
It's like 60 bucks.
Yeah, no,
it's good.
Bork
it's
only
good.
Wears expensive shit.
No, but he says that's cheap.
Yeah, I was wearing Versace yesterday because of him. And what was the other one?
Dior. So I had so I have Dior. I have the Versace, bottles. And then I have Dolce & Gabbana. That Dolce & Gabbana one is it, bro.
How much was that?
100.
Did you just burp into the mic?
Yes, sorry.
He definitely burped into that mic
right before his reveal.
Nah, so I'll give you all the prices. So Versace I got for the low at 86. The 100 milliliters. I got the Dior
100
Sauvage.
mil for 86.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Bro,
bro hooked it up.
Let's go to my store. We sell all that shit for cheap.
It's not. Is it authentic?
Isn't
you guys
that
have
Ross?
Versace?
Yeah.
He's lying.
Authentic Versace.
Yes, we have to. It's illegal.
I don't understand your guys' store at all. How does that make sense?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't want to go into it because you don't want to talk about where you work.
Hey, where do you work?
I can't say on here.
Okay,
I'll say it real quick so he understands. There's a hole in all your fucking stores. I don't understand it because why do you guys have high quality name brand things that are discounted and like cheap as fuck?
Hear me. The only thing that the only really cologne that I'll buy from Ross is Nautica. That Nautica Voyage is good as fuck.
Yeah, that one goes out quick, but so do the Versace's and the Dior's.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's the same Versace and Dior's.
It is. It has to be.
The Dior.
We can't sell.
But like, see, that's what I'm saying. Why? How? What?
See, my thing is, I don't think
so the company can make more money, not our company, that company.
Yeah, but I don't think but so the Dior that I bought is like exquisite, like with capital exquisite. Because the Dior I bought was 120, and you're not getting no less than 100. And then, but I'm telling you, bro, if you're gonna go ball out, buy Dolce & Gabbana the one. It's basic, but it's such a good smelling one because it has basil, lavender, and sandalwood.
No, you know what's a good one? Chrome.
You said what?
Chrome.
Aqua de Gio's a good one too. Chrome's a good one too.
I have some Chrome right there.
Let me see. Where is it?
It's the bottle. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Right here.
The other
left
one.
left one.
Yeah.
Actually, let me get a whiff of that because he's been talking about this recently.
Let me see this.
It's because a lot of people compliment me about that.
Let me see this. Oh, that's not bad.
Let me see.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's like heading to like a 15. Respectfully.
Okay,
That's
I
pretty good.
like. Okay, it's not for me, but I can understand why people like it.
Yeah. It's
So
smooth.
for you, if it works for you, congratulations.
I'm telling you, bro. This like you head to like a 15. You know what I'm saying? And
The quince is wild
Like-
to me because now that's all I can smell with it. Like as soon as you said it, I understood it. Like you know.
because like different scents have different meanings, bro. Like Nautica, that's like so Nautica. When I'm back in my crib, that's the only thing I'll wear like daily. Because it's, you know what I mean, $20, it's cheap, like springtime vibes, summer vibes, it's easy. But like if I'm going clubbing, it's gonna be one of the big three, the big three, the motherfucking Dolce. That
You wanna know what
Dior.
I'm wearing every day?
What?
So I got this shit for the cheap too.
Bullshit.
This guy hooked it up, right? I got some polo, right? That I got.
What type?
Okay, well, let me get to it, okay? I got it for like $5 from Family Dollar because it's not polo. It's just like polo. TM copyright.
Stop.
But that shit, it smells so good. I actually compared it to the original polo because I knew somebody that had it, right?
Yeah.
I compared my polo to his polo and they smell pretty similar. Like you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Mine was $5. His was like $80. I was like, fuck it. I'll wear the $5 one. And every single time I've worn it, right, I get compliments on that one.
Yeah.
But I just wear my more expensive gift cologne because it's
Well, I
more
think
expensive.
I think having a good cologne is good, but I mean, if you're good looking, you're gonna get a compliment regardless.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because it's Tucson. I didn't say
You hear
that.
that, Devin? He's calling you handsome.
Wait, were you?
Sorry, bro. Oh.
I'm saying if you're good looking, you're gonna get compliments.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You see, that's why you be getting your
Shut up. That's why.
But
I
how many likes have you got so far, huh?
on Bumble? Let me check. I just started. This
You don't
shit.
have to say a number if you're not comfortable, but like, I had that shit for 2 weeks and didn't get a single like. You had it for a couple of hours and are already beating me.
Borquez that tall Riz. That's why.
I just got
Tall
5.
Riz.
I just got 2 more.
Nah, you know what he has? He has stingy ox Riz.
What?
That's what he has.
What
That's
is
what I
that?
told you in the car. Yeah, that stingy ox Riz.
Ah.
He doesn't talk to you the entire time you're in the car, right? Well, no, he does. He switches. But this time, he wasn't. We weren't talking. Me and him were just riding. We were listening to music. And the only time I would talk to him is to ask him to play a song. And for the entire ride, he was like, yeah, I'll put it on right now. But listen to this. Never once put it on. And you know what? I got distracted by his dumbass music. And I started vibing to it. And I would forget about my song. Because I was enjoying the moment with him and I was like, oh my God, this is just me and Bork. We're listening to music. This is great. I was getting all into it. I was like, this motherfucker's got stingy ox Riz.
I'm
Like,
telling you, bro.
I wanted to play my song and by the end of it, I was vibing with his song.
I'm sorry, bro.
Bork,
I'm
I need
sorry,
to show you some country.
Keep
You're
that
going to
shit.
want to.
Eddie.
And then by the end of it, you're going to be singing a boogie with a hoodie. You know?
Yeah, but I'm
Eddie.
not going to be in his car when I'm showing him country.
Eddie, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Keep that country shit far away from me.
Why?
Bro, I was at a whole festival for country.
Wait, you went to the country one too?
Yes. I was security for that one. That was the worst one,
Did Brooks
bro.
and Dunn go?
Because, yeah, they think they did.
They're the only country people. Oh, and Thomas Rhett.
He's pop country.
But he's good pop punk.
What? How
country.
did it? I didn't even know there were different types of country.
There's
Yeah,
different types of
until
rap,
you
right?
hear- Well, no, until you hear like all the.
What do you mean no?
There's different
Well,
types of rap.
Chill. What I meant by that is I didn't know that until all the old people started singing and started getting there to the country, and they're like, "What is this? This isn't country. Not back in my day." I'm like, "Damn, back in your day, what? Your old grandpa?"
Damn.
Respectfully.
Well, some people think like Johnny Cash is like the country. Some people think George Strait is. Some people think, you know.
Well, that's why I'm under the suspension of is like George Strait is country.
George Strait is country. He's a
Yeah,
king.
no,
That
he
is
is, but
country.
they're saying like the definitive, right? Like the definitive rap, the definitive pop, etc. But
And Taylor Swift ruined country. Let's say that
t-
she went from country to R&B.
yeah, What do you guys think about that? Like artists using. Damn, are you good?
No, I'm not.
I'm not. I'm lying.
What do you guys think about artists using one genre of music to like propel themselves into other genres? Like Post Malone using rap and then jumping to pop.
Okay, but to be fair, that was needed for Post Malone.
Yeah, I don't think he
That
could have
suit-
been a long-term rapper, but like the fact that he came off as trying to be a rapper and trying to be part of the culture and then moving to like pop, and now he don't even call himself a rapper.
I think that works for him. I think that's the only right move that he had to do, because he's way better now as a singer.
Yeah, but then look at somebody like Taylor Swift who used like country to jump into pop.
Yeah, I mean that's still a good move for her.
I mean, realistically, these
'Cause
are
she sold
all
it.
good
She-
moves for these artists, but it's like it makes you question how much effort they really put into their craft, right? Because if they were serious about trying to be a good rapper, great rapper,
Wait,
they
hold on,
love
hold on.
rap.
As you were saying.
So, like, if Post Malone came into the game talking about how he's a rapper, he wants to be a good rapper, he wants to make rap music, blah, 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 he loves rap, and then he switches over to pop and, like, quick, and he don't even call himself a rapper anymore, it makes you question the authenticity of how they portray themselves and the quality of their music, because he's like, I'm a rapper, I want to be a good rapper, this is my rap music, right? This is going to live on, this is me contributing. And then he's like, no, I'm not a rapper. It's like, then how serious were you about that project?
Okay, but that's like Mia Khalifa switching from porn to OnlyFans. The same logic.
I don't think they care.
What? Wait, how the fuck?
I don't think they care as long as
I try to make an analogy.
I know they don't care, but then that's what rubs me the wrong way, right? Like when I found out 50 Cent doesn't even actually drink, and most of the songs that he was rapping about, he didn't partake in any of the activities. It just ruined the enjoyment for me.
That's the problem with nowadays rap too. Is people don't do a lot of shit that they say.
Yeah, I know.
Which is why I listen
90%
to
of it is like a facade, and that's what's sad. Because like I resonate more with that old school mentality where like you rap about what you do or have done or have seen.
Yeah, and that's why people hate 6ix9ine, because he was rapping about shit that he actually did or like he's seen.
Mhm.
And a lot of these other motherfuckers ain't not doing shit. They not rapping about that. They just, oh, this is like, oh.
Well, I don't think he was doing it, but he probably saw it.
No, well, you have to think, bro. He's from New York. New York gets down.
Oh, they
It's
get
like- it's
down,
like
but
Cali.
that doesn't mean that he was active in it. He could have been around it
Oh, yeah,
and then
no.
decided to, use it to clout chase.
Well, yeah, that's what he said. He's like, he has seen it, or done it.
But
So
that
some of
he
that
comes
shit-
onto the record rapping like he did do it, like he was pulling the trigger, like he was selling the drugs or whatever, right? Like he is that deep.
Well, he gotta give this somebody voice. Somebody like.
There's a
solo
different way
voice.
you could do it.
Why
There
why
is,
why
but-
is it like someone who pretends to be that they're tough and everything get the limelight, but someone who is actually that way doesn't get the limelight?
It's the perception, right? Because say whatever you want about somebody like 6ix9ine, he figured out a formula that works for him that got him to the top of the charts and in everybody's faces, right?
Yeah.
Other people who might be more invested into the street stuff might not care about trying to get that big, or they might not know how to get that big. It's all about luck and your own personal entertainment skills.
Yeah.
Right? Like somebody like Logic wasn't actually involved in like a lot of gang activity, but he saw it, and using that he was able to like propel himself from that environment.
Facts.
But there are other people who are very similar to Logic who haven't blown up that way, or people who were even worse off than Logic who haven't blown up. It's
Facts.
just it's more about it than just doing it and not doing it. And I think more people should just be rapping about the things they're doing or the things they're actively seeing and being upfront with it, because playing a character is like, not to disrespect you here, but it's like the WWE of rap, because you're not actually doing it, you're putting on a show at that point, which
Right.
could theoretically be its own thing, but it's not going to be considered real rap, and it shouldn't be. And then they shouldn't be considered real rappers who are in the conversation with real rappers, Like Tupac was somebody who rapped and did everything that he said he did. And it
Yeah.
was a real thing. It might have morphed over time and he might have became more of somebody he wasn't. But nobody can say he didn't do what he did. He was shooting cops, you know, he was getting in fights, he was involved with the Black Panthers. All of that's real.
A lot of that stuff is real.
Biggie did everything he did. Even Ice-T did everything he did. Ice-T is more thug to me than 50 Cent is. You know?
Yeah. And then people that's...
Even Michael Jackson, you know? It's not like Michael Jackson lied about anything that he did.
But
he was
at
really
the end of
real.
the day, if they're making good music, they're making good music.
Oh, yeah, no. I understand that. But with rap especially, it's about the meaning of the work itself. Just like with country, it's about the meaning. You know, something like pop doesn't need to necessarily have a lot of meaning because it's poppy, it's fun, it's catchy.
But
it's
why?
But art, a rap is more of a high art form, and it can bleed into fun poppiness. But at the same time, most rap enthusiasts consider it to be like poetry to some degree, and there's got to be meaning and substance.
But they're just gatekeeping it at that point.
Yeah, but why not gatekeep it to keep it as beautiful as it was when it originally started?
Okay, pause on this. What the hell is gatekeeping?
I mean,
I've heard this term gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping is like it can only be this way, and if you try to change it, it's not gonna work out. Something like that.
People that make the rules over things they like you can't like this because I say you can't, or you can only like this if you do this, or if you're doing this, you have to do this and that. Okay,
now I got a grasp of y'all conversation. Because, bro, I keep hearing gatekeeping a lot coming out from people, and I'm like, the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, because like let's say you like rap music, right? Let's say you like all the Tupacs and the Biggies, and I tell you the same thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I like NF, I like G-Eazy, I like Token.
Yeah,
and you'll be like, no, that's not real rap.
That's a name.
That's a name. You can't be name dropping Token.
Token is wild.
You know what I mean.
But that's a perfect example. That feeling you got right there, that was the gatekeeping that snuck up on you because you're like, Token's not real rap.
No.
But you know what I mean? Like that in the back of your head, you're not associating Token with the likes of Tupac or, you know, even somebody like Yachty.
Token is rap. It's just that people take different rap for different things. What it is, some people mean, it's rap about what he's done, but realistically, it's just a form of poetry. That's all it is.
Yeah, no, it's a form of poetry, but it's the way you present it. It's the way you go about it. Because somebody like Lupe Fiasco is rapping more about societal issues and political things, right? He's not rapping about gang violence. Not really. He has a whole song dedicated to wars in the Middle East and kids playing with guns and having to join the military. And it's enjoyable and it's listenable, but it's real rap. And MF Doom has songs where he's just trying to show off his rapping ability. He's not rapping about anything especially meaningful. But then you have somebody like Tupac who only rapped about meaningful stuff and only has like 2 or 3 records where it's like fun.
Yeah.
Right? So there's all these different spectrums, but it's the way you approach it and the way you go about it.
Yeah.
Because then you have somebody like, I don't know.
R.I.P. MF Doom.
MF Doom, the fucking GOAT. But you'll have somebody like Juice WRLD who is a blend of multiple versions of this, right? He'll have fun poppy songs, but then he'll have meaningful songs. And then you have somebody like X who blew up with fun poppy songs and then turned into a meaningful artist after his album releases.
Bro, that boy Juice could spit on a freestyle. That shit is crazy.
Oh no, yeah, that guy's fucking on now. I watched those a lot.
I don't know why I could never get into Juice WRLD like that.
I can't get into some of his later work. I think his first
like his freestyles and everything, I thought they were mid.
Really?
Yeah.
Mid?
Yeah.
For that coming off the dome, that's really impressive because he's doing semi-complex.
Probably because I don't appreciate freestyle. I think just freestyling doesn't make sense to me.
What?
Freestyling, I feel like freestyling is just a form of art. This is where you really find out who can. I feel like freestyling's needable.
It's more just like flexing your ability. Like
it's like flexing your talent. Your ability to be able to wordplay and come up with words to really capture what you're saying.
Yeah, but that's easy. But can they?
It's not easy.
No. But can they tell a story?
Well, that's what the point is, right?
Yeah,
that's what you want to be able to do with a freestyle.
There's different types of freestyling that highlight different things about rapping, the different aspects. It could be more about wordplay. It could be about punchlines. It could be about rhyme schemes. It could be about double entendres. It could be about meaning. It could be about messages. It could be about, telling a story. It's just showing your technical prowess when it comes to the art of rapping and what you think it should be.
Yeah.
And in a way that doesn't really hinder your whole career because it's just a freestyle.
Yeah.
So you could even experiment.
There are some rappers that reuse their freestyles, which is crazy though.
Like
A
Logic.
lot of them do.
Logic, does Logic actually freestyle?
Yeah, Logic.
No,
I mean,
like
that's
the game.
reasonable.
You mean like the game who's been rapping the same freestyle?
Yes, bro. That's who it
no,
was.
that's wild to me. But I also see a lot of rappers like taking freestyles and turning them into songs or using some similar like.
See, no, that's fine, bro. But if you're gonna say it, but like people like the game where he's consistently freestyling the same thing, it's like, hey, bro, you've been caught, bro. You're in 4K.
Or like Logic cannot freestyle. I hate when people say you can freestyle because every freestyle that he did that was decent was pre-written that ended up being a song later.
Yes.
And all the actual freestyles that you hear, it just makes me cringe.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because he low key talks about the same shit.
Yeah, because he'll use the same rhyme schemes. And the game just found a substitute for that where he chose a good rhyme and kept using it. But
Over
then
any
like
beat.
somebody like Eminem or Juice will come on and be able to rap about anything. Sometimes Eminem's verses or Juice's verses aren't the greatest, but you could tell it's like off the dome.
It's definitely like wordplay within their mind.
Mm-hmm. Wait, how do we get on rappers again?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Holy shit, we came down a long rabbit hole. Hold on.
We
We
were
were on Coachella, and then we went to
Celebrity Crushes.
Celebrity Crushes.
And then after that,
I think it turned to like music, and then re-listening to music, and then
No.
like that. You know what it feels like, bro? It's like that Wikipedia game where you gotta find like you gotta link fucking some crazy shit to someone else. Have you ever played that shit?
no. What is that? What do you do? You like
Never
go to a
played that.
random
So
Wikipedia page?
People on YouTube used to play it, and basically you'd start at like Apple. You'd start at like Apple, and somehow you'd have to link it to like
Oh yeah,
Jennifer
yeah.
Lopez or some shit like that.
You have to find a way to link it to Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
That's fucking tight. I want to do something like that and see how far I go.
But this is
That's
Well,
perfect
I
for
think
me.
they give you like 5 chances. So like Apple to Jennifer Lopez, you have 5 chances to connect all those.
no. What you get. I think it's like you get like 3 chances to actually go back.
That's fucking cool. I'm gonna try that. I feel like that would be a perfect game for me
It
because
would.
I would get lost with it.
Like,
Have you
got-
tried that?
Yeah, it was hard.
Wait a minute. I just got a dumb question that popped up in my head. Do you remember some of those YouTube challenges that were popping up, like the trends?
Like, what you
Me and
mean?
Eddie kind of talked about it before, like planking or the Harlem Shake.
Yes, bro.
Okay, were there any of these, especially the dangerous ones, that you participated in? This is for you too. I want to
No,
know.
I wanted to participate in the 24-hour challenge.
Where you
24
stay over at some place in 24 hours?
Yeah.
I wanted to too, but
Like-
I was too chicken.
Yeah, me too.
You
And I'm
did-
too big to hide in places.
so you guys haven't done any of them? Like even the small ones?
Okay, what's something
Okay,
that you
okay.
have done? Let's do that.
Okay. So I've done the Fluffy Bunny Challenge,
What's
where
that?
you shove marshmallows in your mouth and you say Fluffy Bunny until
Oh,
you
I've
can't
done
do it.
the cinnamon challenge.
I've done the cinnamon
Cinnamon
challenge.
was easy.
I did the ice salt challenge.
Oh yeah, where you put salt and then ice on your skin.
Yeah, and my skin got fucked up. It was like that for 3 weeks
That's wild.
because I wanted to win against my brother, I think. I did the ice bucket challenge, but that was more of like a real life challenge than a YouTube challenge.
that video. By the way, my favorite meme is that video of 50 Cent clowning on Floyd Mayweather for that ice bucket.
Oh, why?
Bro, the delivery he gave on that was amazing.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Did you? Okay.
Do you remember it? Do you remember? So it goes like this.
No, I was gonna ask you.
He comes in strong. He's like, "This is the AYALS challenge to you, Floyd. I give you one full. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, insert N word. I give 50. I'll donate 50,000 to the charity that you want." And then he gets the bucket. He gets like the bucket. And he's like, "Fuck the bucket of ice." But I'm telling you, bro, when you actually hear it, it's funny because his accent kicks in, like his New York accent kicks in, and the delivery on it is amazing. And then knowing the fact that Floyd can read, but he can't at the same time is crazy.
I know. I love 50
It was
as
a good meme, bro. It was a good meme.
50 is the clown of Hollywood. Because like who was the rapper who he was kind of beefing with, and so to be petty, he bought out the first like 50 rows of his show, and then he sat in the middle and clapped the entire time he was doing his set list.
Bro.
Soldier Boy.
Was it Soldier Boy?
No, I'm bullshitting.
There was an artist that he was kind of beefing with, so he got the first like 50 rows of his concert, right? He bought all the tickets so nobody could sit there, and then he sat in the middle and then was screaming at the person as they were trying to perform the entire time, and everybody in the back complained that it was a bad show because he was getting distracted the whole time, which is fucking wild because now he has the money to do that kind of stuff. So if 50 chooses you, like, he could do so much to ruin your life in the littlest ways.
This is crazy, bro.
Wait. Okay, did you guys ever do the milk challenge?
No, which is that?
What does that consist of?
This one was really small, but for some reason it popped up on my feed and I got obsessed with it. Basically, these people would take a gallon of milk and chug it as quickly as possible.
Oh, then eat a banana and a Sprite?
No.
Oh.
Doesn't that kill you?
No.
Well, they would drink the milk as quickly as possible, right? And try to, like, in under 5 minutes, they would, like, slam it. And shortly afterwards, they would vomit the entire thing up, all the milk. And so what people started doing was this rainbow milk challenge where they would get the milk, they would put food coloring in it, like green, red, blue. They would shake it up, and then they would drink it so that when they vomit, it would come out all blue. And everybody would start vomiting rainbow colors together.
Interesting.
And I vomited a lot of red that day.
That's nasty.
By myself because I didn't have friends.
That's wild to say. Nah, I don't think I did nothing too extreme because I was more afraid of my mom whooping my ass than anything else.
So you never played with the Ouija board in your room?
Nope. I refuse to ever in my life.
A lot of people refuse to, Devin.
I'm never going to touch a real Ouija board, but...
That's very gothic of you.
I'm never going to touch a real one. I would never touch a real one. Motherfucker, do you know how many coughs I'm gonna have to edit out this episode?
Just leave it in.
Just leave it in, bro. Just leave it in.
I'm gonna do my best, but I have
This whole episode is coughing, Devin. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I have to put on a noise gate, so it's gonna cut most of them out.
Oh, okay.
But some of them are gonna bleed in.
I should say we should start ending it now.
Yeah, I was gonna say
because we've been going at this for 3 hours.
Yeah, this is a long
I have
time.
like 10 more topics too, so we gotta end it.
Yeah, I mean, we can always come back to it.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna have you back on.
Hold up, wait. We never got to the finish of the Coachella shit.
Oh my god.
We've been putting these motherfuckers on a suspense.
We can't go into the Coachella shit now. What else are you gonna talk about?
It's gonna be quick.
The bribes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. List them off.
Yes. Okay, so this is what the bribes that
Your
happen.
shh is louder than my yells.
Damn, y'all are so hot. Damn. Y'all so... Alright, so anyways. Hostility. So this is why I got bribed, Eddie. Eddie Devin, this is why I got bribed, right? I got offered to get a BJ by 2 chicks. I got offered to get... Yes, same time. But I'm a man of God, so I don't do that. I got offered $100, $1,000, $2,000. I got offered a lot of money, bro. I got offered a job.
A job is wild.
Bro, a job is wild. He's like, bro, I could get you in today if you just let me in. I'm like, I'm good. But the BJ was a crazy one, bro.
Were you considering that one?
Nah.
He was considering it. Every guy would be like, right now?
I was like, God, how bad of a sinner would I be if I did this? That would have been bad. Honestly, bro, getting offered a BJ by some chick is like common because they got nothing else. Because everything else is so damn expensive. You know what I'm saying? And like by the time it's like 8, 9 o'clock, they're drunk as fuck. I'm not touching that. That's weird. Like if you're a girl and you're drunk, then that's nowhere to go. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
no-no.
no,
That's a
for
no-fly zone.
sure.
Yeah.
That's a no-fly
So
zone.
I don't know why you guys are giving me shit about that recent incident because that's a rule. I think every guy listening should not be having sex with any girl who has had a drink or doing anything
I
with
feel
her
like
unless the only way I would say it works out is if you guys are both equally drunk. Because
Devin.
if you're drinking but you're way more sober than her, don't do it. And if she's way more sober than you and she's trying to take advantage of you, that's just as bad.
See, that's why. See, yeah, I feel like that's why I always drink to where I'm pissed drunk. Then it's like,
Then you can't be.
then I can't be in the wrong. I was
Yeah.
drunk, bro. But nah, if you're like if a girl is drunk and she's like stuttering and stammering or whatever, I tend to like get away.
If
from
I
me.
can see the little glow in their face that they get, then I go. If they're like doing that smile and they're like kind of like moving their head a little bit, their eyes are glossy.
They're drunk Riz, then that's where you gotta
no.
go.
If they start trying to Riz me, then I'm like, no.
I'm like, I know I'm not good looking, bro. Get out of my face.
No, don't tell yourself that.
Oh, nigga, I tell you what do I tell you, bro? I'm a 2, but I'm a confident 2.
You know, be a confident 9, okay?
No,
'Cause you,
I'm not no 9, bro.
Everybody can build themselves up, and the Borquez that I knew in high school, that guy was probably a 2. This guy right here,
a 2,
A
2.5,
solid-
2.5.
a solid 6.
Nah.
Solid. Whether you believe me or not, solid 6. Eddie's
a solid 9.
Shut up.
Don't do what girls do, okay? Don't do that.
No.
Girls will tell
Think
each
about it,
other
bro.
all day long that they're all fucking 10s and none of them are
All right,
10s.
well, you want me to be real? You want me to be realistic with you?
Yeah.
A is like a 5.
I was
Now,
gonna say,
hear me
Eddie-
out. Hear me out.
Hey,
5.
no, you don't gotta explain
You're
it.
not hurting my ego.
Well, I'm saying because look, he makes his bread. He's doing what he's doing. He's focused on himself. That's
I was gonna
prepping him
say-
for the future.
I was gonna say like a 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5.
But that I'm just going based off of looks. In personality, he's beating most people. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to host a
Oh
podcast. show.
no, dead ass. No,
I'm
dead
not
ass.
able to host a podcast show.
He's more
Even if
confident in his personality than he is anything else.
Even if he wasn't
No,
hosting
more,
a podcast.
more confident in my WWE history than anything else.
Yeah.
Nah,
sure
we
he
gotta
is.
bleep that out.
But
We gotta
he's-
bleep
And my
that out.
NBA.
I got you.
We gotta
That was
bleep
the
out.
only one, so I'm very proud of you.
This man Eddie knows. This man, you could restart with this one. This man Eddie knows his
I'm not
WWE
restart-
history.
I'm just gonna cut out what you said.
Yeah. This man Eddie knows his WWE history. I'll give him that.
Personality, though.
Personality is a bop.
I'm not even
Personality is
saying
a
this
bop.
to compensate for the 5 I gave him. This guy's personality is off the charts. That's why all the fans are all on your side because it's just like,
Not dead ass.
well, that was a little quick
Yes.
with dead ass. That was a little too
Devin,
fucking quick.
Devin,
okay?
you just have the look.
Wait, no. I'm just saying that was a little too fucking quick. Like you didn't even give my personality a chance. You're like, no, yeah, dead ass. Like, what about it? You know?
Shit,
Nah, you're
shit.
smiling right now. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that energy? You know?
Oh, am I
You're
getting
trying to
rizzed?
make him feel better, so you're attacking me?
Am I getting rizzed right now, bro?
No,
What's up?
that's bullshit.
This man risen up. It's
I'm not
crazy.
risen up. I'm pissed. What was that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Nah.
It's just really hard for me to laugh. Because then I start coughing.
Okay.
That's facts.
Then I think we should get. Oh, motherfucker, what?
Devin, I got a question. Real quick.
Yeah.
How do you rizz up in the club? Cause I didn't see it yesterday. How do you rizz up in the club?
In the
Okay,
club
Bork,
is
I-
really hard
Bork.
because you can't hear shit.
Bork, I've never seen this guy rizz up in person.
In person,
And
actually.
never.
No, most of my friends haven't. Ironically, there's only been one of my friends who has, and that's Juan.
He's only ever rizzed up in Tinder.
No, not
And
I
Bumble.
suck at rizzing on Tinder. I'm way more better in person. But here's an example of something that I do while I'm out, right? If I don't have a good intro,
Yeah.
I find some sort of common ground, and mainly when I'm attracted to are girls with tattoos, and so this is always
Facts.
a good opener for me. I'll be like, "What's that tattoo?" Blah blah blah. Ask her about the tattoo, and then we get chatting from there. Then, because I have tattoos that are very visible, I use that as an indicator. If they don't ask me about my tattoos, they're not interested in me or what I have to say, so I let the conversation die. If they're interested in my tattoos, then I pursue it further.
Well, not because that just like they could just be interested in tattoos.
Yeah, no, but that
Nah.
like think about it like this, right? If and this isn't to discriminate, but if some fat, old, ugly white dude came up to you with tattoos, started asking you about yours, are you honestly gonna start asking him about his, or are you gonna be like, thanks, bro, and you're gonna get the fuck out of there?
I do that regardless with anybody who has me. I'm like, thanks, like I'm gone.
Yeah, but if there was a bad girl asking you about your tattoos and she had a couple, you're asking her about hers.
No, I'm saying thanks and I'm walking away.
Nah.
I'm not dealing with that.
But it's
That's
a
too
good
much stress.
indicator because it just it gives you an idea of their leveling of engagement.
Look, realistically, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, right?
But more than that, I'm not going to tell you guys how I Riz. You guys just have to. My Riz is secret Riz.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I cannot talk to women like that, bro. Only solely because it's not the actual talking to women. It's that after feeling. Like
The awkward
Yeah.
feeling.
yes,
The awkward
bro.
feeling.
No, I know
No,
the
no,
feeling
like-
he means. The
like-
nasty feeling. The
dude.
the shame.
Yes,
the
like
shame.
especially if you fumble, bro. That little regret that you feel, like, damn, I should have said this. I should have said that. You start going back like you're watching game film. You're like, what did I say? Why did I say that?
You know what's crazy though? I think you have more Riz than me.
Who?
You.
No,
Yeah.
never.
You have more bodies than me, and you have more experiences than me,
But
and I
it
think
doesn't-
you
it-
have
that
more
doesn't-
Riz.
That doesn't mean that.
No,
I
it
have
literally
Riz, though.
does.
It doesn't.
That literally plays into it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I have more risk. It just means that I'm able to talk to women confidently. That's it.
You're
I think-
humble, and I appreciate you for being
Look,
humble. It
look,
makes me
I
like you
respect
more,
more.
but you have more Riz than me.
I'm gonna be
And
honest.
Eddie, you know he does, right?
Yeah. You have more Riz than he does.
I love both of y'all.
Because I feel like if I go to like fries with you, you'll see a cute girl and you'll pick her up right there and then. If I
Look,
go with him, we'll be walking around that same fucking aisle she's in for 5 minutes while she's creeped out, and I'm trying to convince him to talk to her.
And
Look.
it's not like that, but whatever. Okay.
I love both of y'all, but it's just that I have the confidence. It's not Riz. It's just confidence.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it
it's
is.
all confidence, but you do got Riz because
Nah,
having confidence and having
shit.
Riz are two different things. You need them;
They go hand in hand.
they go hand in hand. But you can have mega confidence and zero Riz, zero confidence and mega Riz. You know, it just
But the thing is, even if you have confidence, you really only need confidence, bro. Because at least some women are like, oh, at least he approached me. You know what I'm saying?
you're
At
the
least he-
Wizard of Oz.
At least he thought that I was attractive. Mm.
You're the Wizard of Oz. You are
The Rizzer Knight.
the
I wanna-
Wizard Knight. And then
The boy who cried Riz.
that's a really fucking good one. I'll accept that wholeheartedly.
You,
The boy who cried
you
Riz.
have to put that as a caption for our photo.
The
the
Mike,
Yeah,
promotion.
okay.
I could keep going, bro. What
No,
else do y'all
please
want to
don't.
hear?
I don't
Mike,
know.
Mike,
Bork,
Mike
I love you.
Wazowski.
Bork-
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski. Okay. I love you, but you will go on all day if I let you, so I need to stop you.
Borky.
Okay, he's bouncing because he's thinking of shit over here.
I got so much more, bro.
Borky. I want to go to sleep. I want to go to bed.
Oh my
Bleep.
bad.
I want to go to sleep. I want to
You know
sleep.
that I forgot, bro. I wanted to ask
Oh,
a
fuck.
girl standard on like what they would do if they got they were trying to get rizzed up in like a fries. Cause Eddie just said like, oh, there's some chicken or some fries, and let's say you want to rizz her up. Like what do they think? What do you think they would think at that point?
According to the girls that I've asked, were kind of similar, not the specific fry situation. And this will be the last thing. We're ending it after this.
Yeah.
It kind of just depends on the guy. And unfortunately, most, like 90% of the time, it comes down to how attractive you are.
I figured it.
Because the more attractive guys can be awkward and still pull the number, and they'll still think it's a cute interaction. But if you're unattractive, you know,
That's the
people
problem.
tend to assume
Think
the
you're
worst.
creepy.
See, that's what I hate though. It's like if all of a sudden if you're a fucking good looking guy, oh, he's definitely not a serial killer. He's definitely fine.
That's why people
He's
like Ted
definitely
Bundy are
okay.
interesting because it's like
And then now
your
it's-
perception's wrong.
And then you got people like me, 2 out of 10, trying to treat a woman like a queen.
He's not 2.
And all of a
He's
sudden-
more like a 6.
all
He
of a
knows
sudden-
he's a 6 too, but he's
I'm
being
not,
humble.
bro. I'm a 2.
Bitch, I can tell from the way you set up your profiles on Tinder and shit that you know you're a 6.
No, bro.
Bork, you got 6 likes in the matter of like an hour.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that like, oh, I'm a 6. Cause that's
It's
wild to
just
say.
no. But look at it like this: if there was somebody who was actually a legitimately 2, and they were sitting right here, and they heard you say you're 2, it would be disrespectful to them
It
because
wouldn't.
they know
It
where
wouldn't
they're
though,
at
because
in life.
every guy can turn into a 10.
No,
Easily,
no,
yes, bro.
no.
You
Not
get
a 10, but every
you
guy
get-
can.
to damn near 10, to like 9.9. So
You guys keep coming up here for some reason.
My bad,
Both of you.
I'm sorry.
Not
Okay.
a 10, but every guy can jump up at least 5 numbers.
Yeah.
At least a 9.9, bro. Look, cause think about it. Okay, here.
Maybe 3
This is
numbers.
okay. Look, this is
Bork,
this.
Bork. I love it, but we can't keep going.
All right,
No,
real quick.
that's a
I
good
want,
point. We should leave him with some hope because I was not attractive like 3 years ago, and I showed both of you guys that picture I found.
Yes.
I was fucking ugly.
Yes.
Okay, and the Bork I knew in high school, to keep it $150 was just not it. Motherfucker was like 3 mixed races mixed
That
that
together.
shit was bad.
Bork in high school was a 2.
Bork in high school was
Nah,
a 2.
Borgo
or
High
3.
School was like a
Devin-
-8.
Devin in high school was like a freaking 4.
No, I would say like a 5 at least. Come on.
You
Yeah,
were-
nah,
you were
I think it
4.
was a 5. I think it was. He was. He
You
was
were
a
4, and then an Eddie in high school was like a 2.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
something
I would
like
say a
that.
3.
Well,
That sounds still 2.
I mean, he got somebody to go to prom with. I mean,
I didn't even go to
I
prom.
didn't even go to prom. Like, neither, bro.
I regret going to prom.
I crashed my car before I went to prom.
Okay, the point that Bork is trying to make, and the point we're gonna leave you with before we get too distracted, because it's already
Late.
Is it 1
It's
now?
late.
It's
late.
1. It's 1:25.
123.
It's up late.
So, the thing we'll leave all you beautiful people with today is that no matter where you're at in the world,
You can change.
in regards to your beliefs,
Facts.
in regards to your, your view on the world, your looks, your financial situation, everything, you can improve it if you put the time and effort into it. You can meet God, you can become handsome, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Just
Amen.
put your mind to it.
Amen. Say
All right,
man.
and end this shit, bro. End this shit.
This concludes the Moon Men podcast. The end.